I guess it's a good thing that I'm here because I'm the only one here. Well, it is the MJ Morning Show. I'm MJ, and it's the what's that? Fester's on hold. All right, Fester calling in on the hotline. No Roxanne today. Froggy is at some trade show in New Orleans. And Froggy's going to be leaving the show. I'll have details on that coming up around 7:30 this morning. Roxanne is running late because she didn't get the lightning bolt, and then Fester's on hold. So hey, if any of that sounds cryptic, folks, I'll explain it all coming up on the MJ Morning Show here on a Friday going into Super Bowl weekend. Fester, where the hell are you?
All right, first of all, do you need anything from Circle K?
No, I don't need anything from Circle K at 6:02 in the morning.
Okay, so listen. I forgot the eggs at home.
Yeah.
And for Super Bowl egg test.
You forgot the eggs at... Listen, Super Bowl egg test is this morning, and you forgot the eggs at home?
So I forgot the eggs at home.
How the hell do you forget How do you forget the eggs at home? Super Bowl egg test is one of the most important things we do of the year.
Hey, I know. It's the biggest thing we do all year. I forgot the eggs at home, so I had to run to Circle K to get the eggs.
Does Circle K have eggs?
Yeah, I'm checking out right now. $5.55? Okay, out of 20.
$5.55 for Circle A gas station eggs?
Yeah, well, they say they're farm fresh, so I'll believe them. MJ.
Oh, yeah, they're farm fresh. Yeah, Farmer Brown just dropped them off this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have the eggs in
Are
hand.
these white eggs or these brown eggs?
Hold on, let me open them up.
Yeah, why don't you check? Did you even check to see if they were intact? What if they're all smashed?
Are these white eggs or they're white eggs? They're white eggs.
All right. Well, did you check to see? You didn't even open them up. You always check the eggs to see if they're broken.
I'll tell you right now, MJ. Lori just opened them up, and we just looked at all of them.
All right. Does Lori even know what the MJ Morning Show is?
Lori, have you ever heard of the MJ Morning Show? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So she knows who we are. Yeah.
All right. Put Lori on the phone. Tell Lori that MJ wants to talk to her.
Hello.
Hey, Lori, it's MJ live on the air on the MJ Morning Show. Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
We are fantastic. Thank you for being open at Circle K this morning because, Super Bowl weekend is this weekend. Super Bowl is Sunday, as you know. And for, 30 years, we started this in 1994 or 1995. We do the Super Bowl egg test where we take 2 eggs, we label one with each team, we put the eggs in the microwave oven, and we start it up. Whichever egg explodes first, that is the loser. The surviving egg's the winner. And, of course, we're going to do the Super Bowl egg test this morning at 7:45. And Fester left the dozen eggs at his house. That's why he's stopping at your Circle K to buy more eggs. So let me tell you something else, Lori at Circle K. Let me tell you something else, that this was already going to be the most expensive egg test ever because of the price of eggs. And now it's doubled because Fester forgot the eggs that he bought and left at home. So now he has to buy a second dozen of eggs.
Aww.
So, Lori, what time do you get off work?
3 o'clock.
Oh, 3 this afternoon. Wow. All right. Well, listen, get a little portable radio and run the MJ Morning Show in the background, okay?
Okay.
All right, Lori, thank you for being there at Circle K this morning. We really appreciate it.
Not a problem. You have a great day.
You have a great day as well. Hand that phone back to the fat guy.
See you later. All right.
All right. Well, that was very nice. Lori seems to be a very, very nice. Tell her that I've just made her Circle K Employee of the Month.
Hey, Lori. He just made you Circle K Employee of the Month. All right, thank you. All right.
All right. So there we have.
I got eggs.
Dude, this was already going to be the most expensive Super Bowl egg test ever because of the price of freaking eggs. And now you've just doubled it because you left the eggs at home.
$5.45 for a dozen gas station eggs.
Oh, my God. Listen, eggs are ridiculous. However, remember I mentioned earlier this week, I mentioned that wholesale egg prices have collapsed. And it should trickle down. I mean, unless it's going to be like gasoline where, gas prices shoot up, but then they don't come down anywhere near as quickly when the price of oil recedes.
Hey, I'm leaving right now. You don't want any beef jerky or anything before I go, do you?
Some Jack Links or whatever Jack's, whatever it is.
I could go back and get some. I'm here. We're going to go to commercial in a couple of minutes.
You know what? Get me some sunflower seeds so I can spit the seeds all over the studio during the show.
Okay, I'll get you some.
No, I want some Big League Chew. Do they still make that in the pouch?
I haven't.
I used to go to when I was a kid. I used to go to 7-Eleven and get the Big League Chew or whatever.
You have like bubble gum and grapefruit.
All right, Fester, get in. Which Circle K did you stop at?
The one right by the radio station.
The one. Oh, you're on MLK.
Yeah, I'm on MLK. I'm pulling out right now. I'm across from the Jibble people. What's that place called? Jibble?
Jibble? No, it's not Jibble. It's not Gerbil.
Jable.
It's Jable Circuit, man.
Okay, so yeah, I'm right there. I'm a minute away.
Okay, I'll see you in the studio in a few minutes. Oh, and Roxanne's just walked in.
Yeah, I'm here.
And Roxanne, you just got here.
Yeah, I just got
Don't
here.
pretend that you've been here the whole segment. You just walked in.
I just walked in. You know what? If Froggy wasn't out of town, I would be taking the day off.
Froggy's resigned. Froggy's leaving. No, I'm not kidding. Froggy is leaving the show.
No, he's not.
No, he is. Froggy is leaving the show. So I'll get into full details on that around 7:30 this morning. And I've got some thoughts. I've got some words, but Froggy's going to be leaving us. But and Rox, you're running late. And you know what? I'm gonna hold. Don't say a word yet, because
there's somebody who stays here at this station much later than everybody else in this room.
Hold on a minute. You're running late, and your excuse that I saw via text just before we started the show today is actually a learning experience and a teaching moment. So, folks, if you want a teaching moment from the MJ Morning Show, guess what? You'll get it next here on Q105 and the MJ Morning Show, just getting rolling on a Friday. Going to be a crazy... Roxanne and Fester now in the studio. If you missed the opening of the show today, you heard that it was just me. Fester joined me on the phone from Circle K down the street because Fester forgot the eggs at home for the Super Bowl egg test. So
They're my last 2 eggs as well, man.
Hold on, you only would have 2 eggs with you that you left at home instead of having some spares in case you dropped one, in case something broke just prior to the test? You're going to really no backup, no redundancy?
So I buy the Sam's
Do
Club.
you think an airplane flies without redundant systems?
I buy the Sam's Club Eggland's Best, like the 36-pack, and I was down to like the last couple of them coming out of the weekend. I'm like, hey.
I know, hold on a minute. They do sell, it's the actual Eggland's Best eggs? Or do you just...
No, it's in the white thing, and I think...
But is it actually called Eggland's Best?
It has a little blue, the little red stamp on it.
Sam's Club actually, the little EB, right?
Yeah.
Now, that might be their best, but I don't think they're the best eggs you can get by far. Well, that might be the best that Eggland has, but trust me, they're not the best eggs.
In all of Eggland.
Trust me on that.
I believe you.
Yes. And then, so Fester now is here. Roxanne, you walked in 6 minutes after the show began.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not going to chastise you. I'm glad you're able to join us this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
But,
I would be taking the day off if somebody wasn't out of town because I just need a day off.
Oh, my God. Dig Dug is out of town again?
Well, he is.
Well, Froggy's off as well.
No, Froggy's resigned. So I will get into that later on, but Froggy is leaving the show, so I'll discuss that at 7:30.
Well, let's just...
No. Froggy is leaving the show. You have not had contact with him. I've got 39 texts from him, and Froggy is leaving the show. I'll give you full details at 7:30 this morning. So Dig Dug is out of town. Does this mean you stayed at your sister?
I did.
Your sister's place? Right.
Yeah, Doug is in Scottsdale.
You did in Scottsdale? What the hell is he doing in Scottsdale, Arizona?
There's a big game.
Let me guess. He went to the Super Bowl. Is he going to the Super Bowl?
I don't know his schedule. I don't even ask. I just say,
hold on a minute. He's your fiance? You're essentially married because you've been together for 10 years. You've got 2 kids together, 5 and 3, and you don't know his schedule? You don't even know if he's going to the Super Bowl?
I'm just like, go live your best life. I'll be with our children. Thank you.
So...
and Doug.
So Doug's hanging out with Billionaire Row and going to the Super Bowl this weekend.
Yeah.
Is he in Scottsdale? Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Hang on. Is he in Scottsdale with Derek Jeter?
I was just going to say, if I want to know what his schedule is, I'll just Google his friend.
Yeah.
And who is his friend?
Type in Derek Jeter into Google and hit news.
Roxanne,
and wherever Derek is, there's a bald guy behind him.
Who is his friend? It's like you won't say it.
No, I'll Google Derek. Okay, so what kinds of things are happening in Scottsdale related? That's what I do.
Is Derek pimping Subway sandwiches for Subway at the Super Bowl? That's where
I'm sure there's a Subway party or a Capital One party.
Is Doug like rolling Derek's wheelie luggage? Is that his job?
No.
Oh, you know what Derek should do? He should take that new Jeep Grand Wagoneer and do donuts on the Super Bowl field.
Drive on in. That's right, because Derek Jeter and his wife, what is it, Heather?
Hannah.
What?
Hannah.
Okay. So they're doing a Jeep Wagoneer commercial. That new Jeep Wagoneer looks pretty nice.
They are nice.
Yeah, it looks very, very nice.
6 miles a gallon, boy.
But it looks good. I don't know about initial reviews and quality, but it looks good. I do like the way that new Jeep Wagoneer looks. Anyway, so Dig Dug is in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I'm sure it's something to do with Derek Jeter.
I'm sure.
Now, you sound kind of ticked.
No,
okay,
no.
Look,
you sound chided.
It has nothing to do with that guy.
No, exactly.
It's that they're close friends. Hey, I'm going to Super Bowl. You want to come, buddy? Yeah, I'll come. It's just guys inviting guys.
I'm never going to tell him, no, you can't go. And he's like, I really appreciate you letting me go. So we pretend like I let him go.
I'm going to share Roxanne's text from earlier this morning. This is just prior to showtime. And I guess you did say that you stayed at your sister's house. Listen to this. This is a text from Roxanne. Hi, guys. This is a group text. Hi, guys. My alarm didn't go off because I stayed at my sister's and my phone was plugged into one of those loosey-goosey plugs in the wall and it didn't charge. But I'm on the bridge now. Just so you know, I'll see you soon. And, well, you walked in. The show starts at 6. You know, we run the MJ Morning Show intro, so we start talking typically at about 6:01 every morning, and you walked in at 6:06. Now, listen, you're running late. It's fine. You're here. I would prefer the whole show to be here, like when I start talking at 6 o'clock. You know, that would be
part of the definition of a talk show.
That would be like ideal conditions, is for the whole morning show crew to kind of be here. When we, it'd be like, NBC News comes on and Lester Holt's not there. It's just an anchor desk with nobody. And then Lester kind of walks in 6 minutes later. Hey, sorry, I missed the opening of the news at 6:30.
All right, where am I? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
What's next?
But I'm going to turn this into a teaching moment.
Oh, okay.
Because there's something that you said in your text, and I think this is just a good thing to point out to people. I mean, I think most people know this. You know what? In theory, I think most people know this, but I think there's a lot of people that don't double check this. Now, you said that there was a loosey-goosey outlet, because you said I plugged into one of those loosey-goosey plugs in the wall. Well, no, the plug is what you plug in. The thing in the wall is not a plug. The thing in the wall, Roxanne, is an
outlet.
Yes. Okay. So, but what I'd like to point out, and this is the teaching moment right here, always make sure you get the little lightning bolt on your little battery icon on your phone so you know that you're actually charging. Because chances are, if you had a loosey-goosey plug or outlet, if you had a loosey-goosey, well, no, your plug could be loosey-goosey as well, because sometimes the plugs, you got to kind of pinch them so you get a little tighter grip in the wall.
There's several points of connection that have to contact.
So you could have a loosey-goosey plug where maybe they're pushed out a little bit, or you could have a loosey-goosey outlet that just gets used way too much, kind of like the easy one down the street.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, in high school you always had the easy one. All right, so this is a teaching moment here. Always, when you plug your wall charger in, always make sure that your phone gets the little lightning bolt that lights up inside the battery.
Well, guess what? It did. And then it must have fallen out or something. It did. I know. I thought it was going to be like a lightning bolt of insight that you were going to provide related to outlets. Everybody knows you're supposed to get the charge going and make sure it's charged.
What other insight do you think I would give?
Some secret.
What, like take the wall apart and make sure you've got a voltmeter?
It's really a one-page book. I mean, that's it. That's all the information he has.
Seriously, I'm going to guess that when you plugged in, you did not look for the little lightning bolt inside your battery icon. What phone? You use Apple, right?
Yeah, Apple. Of course I did.
I use an Android. I get a lightning bolt on my Android, on my Pixel 6 Pro. I have an Apple iPad, and whenever I plug the iPad in, the little lightning bolt shows up in the middle of my battery indicator.
Okay, my phone was pure dead when I plugged it in. So
it was pure dead.
Pure dead.
So then when I plugged it in, I saw the bars that, or not the bar, but the battery that shows that it's charging. And then I just set it down, but it was a loosey-goosey. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, we just talked about loosey-goosey.
Sometimes empty those charging cables, you have it in one position and it works, and then you put your phone down and it moves its position, and then it doesn't work. It loses contact.
But that's why if you plug in your phone, you got to make sure the lightning bolt appears in the battery to make sure it's charging. But then when you put your phone down, you sometimes can maybe the wire might get tugged a little bit. You have to make sure you put your phone down very gently. But then once your phone is in a resting position, go ahead and check and make sure you got the lightning bolt again.
That's the failure point because, especially at night when you're putting your phone down to charge, you may already be in a bed-like position.
Right.
Yeah, I'm already laying down. I put my phone down and I'm out.
I'll tell you something else that's happened to me. It hasn't happened a lot, but it has happened that my phone has the wire plugged in. My phone is sitting right on my nightstand, and sometimes I might get a little spastic in the middle of the night, and my arm might knock the wire out. And I've done that. I've actually knocked the actual because my Pixel has the little USB Mini C going into the bottom of the phone, but then you have the other end is also a little USB-C mini plug that goes into the charging block. So I've actually pulled, I guess my arm just got all, wiggy, and I've knocked the wire like out of the charging block. So it looks like I'm plugged into the bottom of the phone, but guess what? On the floor, and I use one of those power strips under my bed because I have multiple things plugged in, and I've actually knocked the C USB out of the block. So you think you're charging, and then you wake up in the morning and you got 2%, and then, son of a,
After a very thorough charging recap, Roxanne, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
So he said he's glad she's here. Glad I'm here.
I thought you said something about her hair. I thought you said I like your hair.
Oh, I like her hair as well.
Yeah.
Roxanne has some of the finest hair I've ever seen on, a female.
Now, the Super Bowl egg test is coming up, ladies and gentlemen, in about 1 hour and 15 minutes. Get ready. This is the Super Bowl egg test on the MJ Morning Show. 7:45 this morning. You will know within minutes who is going to win Super Bowl 57 out in Glendale, Arizona this Sunday, because the Super Bowl egg test is on. 7:45. The eggs are in house now after Fester left the original ones at home. You really were going to bring just 2 eggs in with no margin of error?
Dude, I told the family, no more eggs this week. We have 2 left. I need them for the egg test.
You got to be kidding me, dude.
Yeah.
You were going to walk in with 2 stinking eggs?
2 eggs. That's all I need.
You wouldn't have 4 just in case one breaks or you notice a surface crack in one of the eggs?
No, they were in the styrofoam
Dude,
container.
no, that's reckless. Well, what else would I expect from Fester? I mean, almost got us arrested with a van fire with a turkey frying stunt. So,
we should do turkey eggs.
7:40. No, emu eggs. Let's do giant emu eggs. All right, so 7:45 this morning, we will do the Super Bowl egg test. In fact, one of the indicators, and this has been coming out for years. One of the predictions for the Super Bowl is already out, and that's the simulation they run.
Yeah, on Madden or something, or on the football games?
Yep. So the Madden deal is out. So I don't want to get too late here. I've got early morons in the news next, but before we do the morons, we'll tell you what Madden says. So there is a prediction through the video game on who is supposed to win the Super Bowl this weekend, and then we'll be up. Dude, you're all sweaty, man. It's like someone took a misting bottle and sprayed your forehead.
Listen, it's been a lot of running around this morning.
I'm just looking at the glisten.
Yeah.
Your bald forehead and top of your head. It looks like, those fast food commercials where they show a burger and there's all kinds of drops of water on the tomatoes on the bun. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's what your forehead looks like. All right, hang on. Back in a second. It is going to be a loaded, crazy show today. Froggy has resigned, so I'll get into that at 7:30 this morning. Back in minutes on the MJ Morning Show here on Q105. Now, 2 college... We're just over an hour away. It is 6:41 right now at the MJ Morning Show. 6:41 is the time. 7:45 will be the Super Bowl. Are you putting on deodorant? What are you doing? Really?
Yeah, she has a stick of
Hold
soap.
on a minute. Andrew, did you just get that on camera? Dude, that would have been
Andrew,
Roxanne is like standing up and she's putting on deodorant.
Do the math. My alarm didn't go on.
Oh, can you
So
do that
what does
again
that mean?
do that again for the camera? That was fantastic. And then then as soon as I called you out, why are you giving Fester the death stare?
No, she's just looking over.
Yeah.
Hold on, why are you?
She's fine.
Because I'm just like, oh, here I am putting deodorant on for everyone to watch.
Oh, I think that it's very real life that, you're putting on deodorant during the show. And, of course, we're on MJ TV. Hey, Andrew, you got to get quicker with the phone, with the camera switching over there.
He doesn't know to look for Roxanne doing
grooming,
coming out of the house.
Man.
Yeah, when you say Roxanne's alarm didn't go off, what does that mean? Roxanne woke up in a panic and ran out the door.
No, I can't see what you're I can't see what you're wearing.
She looks lovely.
All right, so you're wearing is that like what is that? What is that thing? The
sweater?
Okay, so you're wearing like a sweater thing, and then is that a dress or just a top?
It's just blue
just a
jeans
top
on.
and
But I saw you reaching in, and you pulled your clothes back to get your stick. Andrew, do you have it? Do you have it? Look at this. So Roxanne, do it towards the camera.
Yeah, I'm doing
so
it.
Roxanne is pulling her shirt back. I mean, this is
That's how you do it.
This is great MJ TV content here. Roxanne putting on deodorant during the show.
Men put deodorant on under their shirt, into the armpit.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, but because you have like a scoopier neckline,
You've got
I
a scoop neck.
Yeah, Roxanne goes boob side.
Yeah. I always go from the top down.
Anyway, we got a little bit of everything in the first 40 minutes of the show today. We have a little bit of everything here. All right, first, though, before the Super Bowl egg test, we're about an hour away from telling you who will win Super Bowl 57 because the 2 eggs go in and only 1 egg survives, and that's going to be the winner. But the prediction's been made via Madden NFL 23 about who's going to win Super Bowl 57. The simulation was run, and the matchup between the Chiefs and the Eagles predicts that not only will Philadelphia win, but runs away with the game.
Wow.
According to the latest Super Bowl simulation on EA Sports, do they still go, EA? Don't they make a little noise? Don't they go?
I mean, they do.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of PlayStation. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't.
Hold on.
But it sounds funny.
Wait. On the end of the PlayStation commercials where they go, PlayStation. You never heard that?
I never listened to the end of a commercial because if I hear the beginning, I fast forward it.
Yeah,
you know what? I never listened to the end of your Heim's Breakfast House commercials.
Dude, I do.
Yeah, I don't even know where the place is. Yeah,
How could you?
First of all, it's on
Himes.
Second of all,
I
she gets
know.
the avocado toast.
I know.
How can you not keep listening to the deliciousness?
Her kids love the French toast.
According to the latest Super Bowl simulation on EA's Madden NFL 23, the Eagles will beat the Kansas City Chiefs this Sunday at the Super Bowl, 31-17.
That's a stinker of a game.
That's a rout. According to the video game, Philadelphia quarterback Jalen Hurts will be the Super Bowl MVP, passing for 282 yards and rushing for another 88 yards and scoring 3 touchdowns.
Good for him. I hope it works out for him.
Also, the story that I have says that the Madden track record is pretty solid. That the Madden franchise has been simulating every Super Bowl matchup for the last 19 years, and the record is an impressive 11-8. So 11 predictions have been correct since Super Bowl 38.
I don't know if it's that impressive.
The record also includes perfectly predicting the Patriots' 28-24 win over the Seahawks in Super Bowl 49. Fester, your cough is just persisting. Do you know what's because you moved away from the
I tried
microphone?
to step away from it. Yeah,
but I heard you in the background. So what is the cough a result of your myasthenia gravis?
No, it has nothing to do with that.
So why do you have this hacking cough?
It was like my lovely parting gift from the hospital. I've had it for 3 weeks now. I'm trying to take a cough medicine for it, but it doesn't seem to work. And
Well, first of all, the biggest racket on the planet is cough medicine.
Well,
it is. Over-the-counter cough medicine, you might as well just take a spoonful of mustard. Because the over-the-counter cough medicine deal is the biggest multi-billion-dollar fraud on the planet. Hey, Google this. I want you to Google this.
Okay, I'm here.
And, of course, this will take 9 minutes because Fester's big sausage fingers just... No, dude.
What?
Dude, just...
Give me a word.
Listen, I'm gonna dictate to you.
Here we are. We're
all
ready.
right?
Go.
All right. I want you to type in
Is
over-the-counter cough medicine
COUGHMED
a fraud.
AFRAUD.
Yes,
fraud.
go ahead. Look at this. Many of us want badly an effective cough treatment, but we don't seem to have one. No new licensed remedy has appeared in more than 50 years, and the case for older drugs isn't strong. A review of studies found no proof that common over-the-counter drugs help with your cough. Look at this. Boom. That's from WebMD. All right, that is the definitive expert for anything medicine. WebMD. That's where doctors go to get their information. All right? WebMD, man, I'm telling you.
I have to step out for a second. Nurse, pull it up on WebMD. What does he have? So anyway, I have this cough, and I try to step out, and but a couple times you can hear it in the background, so I apologize.
Anyway, Fester, we wish you only the best for your recovery. And the myasthenia gravis, are you still getting fatigued, or is it really dissipating?
You know what? Maybe at the end of the night I get pretty tired, but that's it.
But you're walking upstairs now?
Yeah, I have a normal
Are you
day.
back to work at General RV?
Yeah, I went back to General RV on Wednesday.
Have you sold anything yet?
Oh, boy.
Yes?
I'm going to get me one today. I got one.
You know what? We got to do the Fester RV-a-thon. Yeah. Seriously, let me write this down, because, listen, I like to help out the people I work with. And, of course, this radio schlub gig that Fester has on the MJ Morning Show, this is like a hobby. Fester couldn't feed his family on what he's getting paid here.
Couldn't feed myself.
Now, that's true.
Kids, who are those?
That's true. So I think because Fester lost out on weeks of income by not being able to sell RVs at General RV off I-4 in Dover, and you also missed the big RV Super Show, and that could have been a $25,000 weekend for you. So we've got to put together the Fester Make Good RV-a-thon.
We'll worry about that next week. We got a lot going on today.
All right, but I'm going to do that for you because I want to help you out, like a Jerry's Kids charity case, okay?
Yeah, that's what I want to be, a charity
it's MJ's
case.
Kids. Ooh, I'm going to start that too. MJ's Kids.
Told you we need to start a charity.
I need a tote board. That's what I need.
I can get you a tote board. Yeah.
I need a tote board.
Yeah.
I need a tote bag from Channel 3 as well. Do they still give those out if you join public television? For their fund drive? You still got a tote bag?
I was watching PBS during one of their fundraising drives. They gave out some pretty cool stuff.
Hey, when did WEDU become why is it WEDQ now? WEDU and WEDQ? What the hell's that all about? I don't know. Anyway, so where was I? Oh, Super Bowl egg test in less than an hour. Super Bowl egg test now in 55 minutes. You'll find out who's going to win the egg test. You'll find out who will win Super Bowl 57. Also, we have to talk about the wedding. We have an in-studio wedding that's going to happen on the show on Tuesday morning. I didn't even get to the morons of the news yet. I tell you what, hold on, because when we get back in a minute, for the early crowd, I got to let you know about the wedding. We've got a couple that's going to be married in the studio at 8 o'clock on Tuesday, which, of course, is Valentine's Day. We were approached, and we had a listener say, hey, MJ, I would love to get married on the show. We had a Hillsborough County judge call in yesterday that is going to marry the couple. She's going to come in.
Is she going to bring her robe? She'd be
oh, yeah, she's got to bring the robe. Absolutely.
Does she need a gavel for a wedding?
Hillsborough County Judge Valkenburg. And it turns out that she even went to Stetson Law School with my wife, Michelle. So Judge Valkenburg, Hillsborough County Judge, is going to come in and marry Barry and Lisa Marie. And Lisa Marie, it turns out, was named after Lisa Marie Presley. And, of course, Lisa Marie Presley has recently been in the news for, well, you know why.
Could we have the judge dress up like Elvis?
With Elvis glasses and everything. Hang on. Look, Fester's coughing right into the microphone now.
It's crazy.
All right. When we get back, I will dive into the early morons of the news here on the MJ Morning Show, so stand by. If your carpets are wrecked, Well, it's pretty cool here. I'm a pro piercer, and these are the 4 perilous piercings you should avoid. Huh? I think that's for some news you can use right there. So, yeah, a professional piercer is telling people which piercings you should not get.
Any piercing named after a royalty? I'm out.
All right, hang on.
Yeah.
We'll get to that here in a minute. Welcome back. MJ Morning Show here on Q105. It is 7:03 here on a Friday going into Super Bowl weekend. We are about 42 minutes away from the Super Bowl egg test for Super Bowl 57. We will tell you who will win the Super Bowl. You know, we talked about the Madden prediction, and Madden has the Eagles winning. And then there is another bunch of clairvoyants or some, a bunch of folks were like some psychics were. Anyway, I got the story. There's another prediction. Hold on, I want to get this right so we can tease this coming up.
I had no idea psychics were such big fans of football.
Oh, yeah.
Was it the Today Show? The Today Show on NBC asked 3 astrologers who's going to win, and they were all in agreement. We'll get to that coming up in just a bit. Early morons of the news, let's go. This sucks. The big game, the Super Bowl is coming up, and listen to this. Guy had his 85-inch TV set that he bought at Costco stolen out of the back of his pickup truck.
Oh, no.
Doesn't that suck? Listen to
Ruins
this.
the party.
Yeah, California guy had his 85-inch television. Yeah, they've got some big TVs at Costco.
Yeah, they do. They're getting big, man.
A massive TV stolen in California right out of a guy's pickup truck. Listen to this. Here are the details. I mean, some people. I mean, that's an effort to steal an 85-inch TV out of the back of a pickup truck.
I mean, it's not like they're that heavy. They're just bulky.
No, it's an 85-inch television set. It's pretty heavy. Sonoma County, California Sheriff's Office posted a Facebook post last Wednesday noting that Good Samaritans had dropped off an 85-inch TV after discovering it in the town of Larkfield, California. We would love to return the TV to its owner in time for the big game, according to the sheriff's office and their Facebook post. By Friday, the TV was returned to its rightful owner, a guy by the name of Chuck.
Here's a picture of Chuck with the cops.
Let me tell you right now, Chuck came back to his truck, looked in the back, the TV was missing, and he said,
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Chuck,
I love that.
Chuck, truck, and bleep. What rhymes with truck and
muck?
And
Bo, what is it? Banana Fana?
Yeah. Don't do that. You'll lose that one quickly.
I'm sure he spent a lot of bucks on the TV.
Yeah. So the TV was returned to a guy named Chuck.
Chuck.
A guy named Chuck.
Who owns a truck.
Yeah. Listen to what happened. Chuck purchased the 85-inch television, and it's a Sony.
Yeah, I'm looking at the box.
Yeah, it's a Sony. It's not like some off-brand, it's not like a Floozy. Isn't that a TV brand, Floozy?
Yes,
Yeah,
Floozy.
It's not Vizio.
Okay. Vizio.
They've come a long way.
Is fantastic. I bought a Vizio.
Yeah.
I like it.
Early Vizios were kind of inferior, but Vizio's come a long way with their TVs. I've never owned one, but I've read a lot about them, and I've seen folks with Vizios.
So
and
this guy got a Sony Bravia?
Bravia, yeah. Sony makes, I think Sony probably still makes the best set out there. It's just my opinion. So Chuck purchased the 85-inch Costco TV last week, and he had it in the back of his pickup truck. You've got a massive 85-inch TV box in the back of your pickup. You'd think you'd be able to park in a parking lot in a shopping center or whatever, run a couple of errands. Guy comes out, the TV's gone.
What the hell makes you think you can just park it around town and run some errands? You take that TV, you go straight home.
Yeah, but listen, if you
Chuck.
got to stop, you don't think that someone is going to open up the back of your pickup truck and steal an 85-inch television set. Well, it was in the bed when he ran a quick errand to the grocery store. So he went to Costco, bought the 85-inch TV. Then he stopped at the grocery store on the way home, and in a matter of minutes, poof, gone. The TV was gone. Later that same day, a couple at a gas station heard the TV fall out of the bed of another truck in Larkfield, California. They and another Good Samaritan went to move the TV out of the middle of the road and then dropped it off at the sheriff's office.
These are the worst thieves
This
ever.
is crazy.
I mean,
you steal an 85-inch television set meant for the Super Bowl out of a guy's pickup truck after he just bought the Sony at Costco. Then the crooks, they lose their load and the TV set falls out of their truck.
Did you forget to put the tailgate up?
Pulling out of a gas station? What the hell?
They should have called two college brothers.
Oh, yeah, because they love to help with stolen TV sets. The police department posted a notice of the incident, which was seen by employees at Costco who remembered Chuck called the store to tell them that his newly purchased TV was stolen.
What are they going to do? Why did he call the store?
That's kind of weird. You know, you go to Costco, you check out, you got your big TV on the flatbed or whatever, they had a little flatbed rolling cart. You check out. And then, wait a minute, your TV gets stolen while you're at a supermarket, not even at Costco, and you call Costco back. Hello, Costco?
This is Chuck.
Yes, this is Chuck. I just bought an 85-inch Sony. It's just been stolen. It's been boosted out of the back of my truck. Why do you call Costco? No, you call the police. Yes, let me speak to Costco detectives, please. All right?
Costco security, how can I help?
I mean...
Yes.
Anyway, the Costco employee then called the sheriff's office, gave details to prove that Chuck had purchased it, stopped by last Thursday, picked up the TV set. I guess the sheriff's office said it ends happily ever after. You know, what I don't know, though, was the TV damaged. I mean, the thing was ripped off, then it fell out of a truck and slams onto the road as the thieves drove away from a gas station and the TV fell out of their truck. Didn't they know? I mean, did they get like 10 miles down the road and did they look at their rearview mirror at all to see if the box of the stolen TV was still back there?
Where'd that TV go that we stole? MJ, there's a lot of like styrofoam packing in there. Maybe the TV's okay.
Yeah, well, if it is, they should do a commercial and recreate that, it being stolen, and show how durable it is.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. I've got a crazy story. You got to follow me on this. This is a little convoluted. Well, maybe I shouldn't say. It's a little odd. This is a little bit of a different morons in the news story. A church, like out near Modesto, California, Houston, California.
Okay.
They want to know how sewage and cement came pouring out of their drains, their toilets inside their church. Can you imagine? You go into your bathroom and your toilet is filled with cement
and sewage. That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's a combination. You know, I know when I want a nice combo of sewage and cement, I call, what is it, Cemex? You know,
it mix it right up.
A church in Houston wants to know why sewer water and cement were mistakenly pumped into its property while pipe work was being done at a nearby business. This is crazy. I've got some audio bites from local television out in Sacramento. Listen, this is insane.
So they came to get me, and it was like, we need you to come with us.
A toilet at a minister's home overflowed with cement.
You can't even describe what it feels like to walk into something like that.
His bathtub filled with it.
It's a wow. Like, are you serious?
And across the way,
it went actually back behind the walls and under the stage.
Walls and floors were taken apart after a classroom and baptistry were flooded with sewer water.
It looked like gray lava had come out of everything.
This is the nightmare students, staff, and churchgoers at Houston Church of Christ faced just before the...
Is this nuts? Can you imagine you got cement coming out of your toilet? You've got a bathtub. So I guess the minister of the church, it's like an actual church building, but the minister there was, I guess, quarters for the minister inside the building.
Yeah, it's common. It is a property for
you've got to see these images. Like the bathroom floor, there is like cement lava like 4 inches thick seeping out.
And it probably stinks. Like you couldn't even repurpose that cement and use it to build bricks and stuff because it would be like really stinky.
Your sewage water gets all hardened in the concrete. So apparently something that happened was they were doing work on a nearby business. I think they said it was a creamery, like a dairy and a creamery. And they found a bunch of pipes that they didn't know what the pipes went to. So they decided to pump concrete through the pipes. And the pipes actually went to the church. And next thing you know, they've got concrete coming up through their toilet, through the tub. They've got yards and yards of concrete all over the floors. I mean, it's unbelievable.
It's some terrible engineering.
What is going on here?
Let's just fill this pipe with concrete.
A toilet at a minister's home overflowed with cement.
What the?
Parnell says work was being done at a nearby creamery.
The construction company had been outside and they were pumping like a foamy cement into the old creamery pipes to fill them, and it just kept going and going and going. Like it was.
But they didn't know where the pipes went, so it filled the place next door with concrete. They've wrecked the place. It is insane. Just imagine you're at your home, and the next thing you know, concrete is coming up through your toilet, your tub, all your drains.
Because your neighbor's doing some work and they don't know what this pipe does.
And you've got a layer of like 4 inches of concrete all over your house.
Oh.
In crazy stuff. That's what I call morons in the news. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. Next, we come back with the 1 hour and 20-minute nonstop chunk of the MJ Morning Show. No music, no commercials. We don't stop for an hour and 20 minutes next. Included, the Super Bowl egg test. Oh, also, I think I'm getting ghosted on the Eagles tickets.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. I'm looking at what I got to do here. I have so much crap. And Froggy has quit the show. I'll give you those details coming up in a few minutes. Yeah, Froggy's out. We'll explain what's coming up. All of that on the way. MJ Morning Show here on Q105. So don't move. We're back in minutes. International.
room. He can talk from that room.
All right, folks, we've got to get a new studio.
All right, this is an isolated incident. What happened yesterday, Gino had a jelly sandwich, and apparently he got the button stuck.
No, will you stop making crap up? The buttons are all sticky, and it's not because of Gino's jelly donut.
He has like 4 jelly sandwiches a week.
He does not. Stop making crap up. This place is a technical wreck, and they're telling us we'll get a new studio by third quarter
Of 2025?
I don't know. I highly doubt it. Fester, so are you kidding me? You need me to pull the rest of the Scotch tape off this. This is a gigantic waste, by the way.
Yeah.
You couldn't go to cubicles in the sales department and find a roll of tape and rip it out of someone's tape dispenser from their desk with less tape than this?
So tape is like a really hot commodity around here, and there's not a lot of tape dispensers around any. Tape isn't used as much, I think, as it was at one time.
Hey, Andrew, is MJTV back on? Yeah, so Andrew's got to manually turn MJTV back on, like when we come back from a commercial break. So if you're watching MJTV right now, you can see me. I've got a roll of Scotch tape,
right,
and I'm literally pulling.
What are you doing?
It's literally the last thing I have to do to prepare for the Super Bowl egg test.
This is, and of course, Fester's waited to the last minute. And,
well, you asked me.
And this morning, Fester also came in and forgot that he left the eggs at home.
Listen.
He had to stop at Circle K on MLK to get eggs because he left the ones that were earmarked for the show today. He left those in his fridge at the house, and now I gotta pull the rest of the tape off this. I'm getting like burns. You know when you're like, what do you call that? Like I'm getting like
friction?
Tape burns.
Yeah, rope burns here from. God, I'm thinking about the end. Hang on.
Rope burns.
Oh, it's it. Did you hear it?
Burns.
I'm getting rope
burns.
So,
okay, that's a lot of
folks,
tape.
Look at all this Scotch tape.
All right, so we need that off because you only need that little plastic ring that holds the tape.
Okay,
that's the podium.
The reason why I'm taking the Scotch tape off of the roll is we use the center plastic hubs, and I'm holding these up to MJTV right now. If you ever want to watch us live in the studio and see this crazy crap that goes on in here, just go to mjmorningshow.com, click on MJTV, and you can watch us live from 6 to 10. And then you can watch us at any time on demand. You can watch all the previous shows. So I'm holding up now 2 of the inside plastic hubs for Scotch tape. And these are the collars or the holders for the eggs. So the eggs go, we've tried cardboard over the years. These are stable. They're great. So the eggs will sit on top of the plastic Scotch tape hub, and then these go in the microwave. And then, of course, we are about 16 minutes away from firing up the microwave with 1 egg marked Kansas City Chiefs, the other egg marked the Philadelphia Eagles. The first egg to explode is the loser. The surviving egg is the winner, and the world-famous MJ Morning Show Super Bowl egg test begins in 15 minutes here on the MJ Morning Show. Can I point something else out? Somebody sent me a little blurb from a radio industry trade publication.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
About their Super Bowl egg test.
What? How dare they?
I mean, what? So Tommy Chuck, who is a big listener of the MJ Morning Show, and I appreciate that.
It's his favorite morning show.
It is, absolutely. So Tommy sent me a text last night from All Access, which is a radio trade publication online, all like the radio inside news. And he sends me an article, Big D and Bubba predict Super Bowl winner with annual egg test. And this was published yesterday. Everyone seems to have their own method for picking the Super Bowl winner, none stranger than Big D and Bubba.
Oh, they're great.
This morning, 2-9, for the 24th year, the show decorated 2 eggs to represent each team. Both are placed in a microwave. The first one to crack is declared the loser of the Egg Bowl. 24 years. We've been doing this longer than they ripped this off from us. All right, Fester, over the years, how many radio morning shows have ripped off the egg test from us. We started
dozens and dozens.
We started this in 1995. So if you take, I'm going to do the math here. I can probably do it in my head, but I want to be exact. So 2023 minus 1995, we've been doing this for 28 years. We started this in 1995 on the old Power Pig, the MJ and BJ show, and I've got a radio show doing it only for 24 years. We got a lot of press and coverage on our egg test when we first started doing it. So we've been doing this longer than this radio, these hacks, whoever they are, Big D and Bubba, and they stole our egg test, and they're like out there trying to get all kinds of press that they're the originators. They came up with the egg test.
By
the way, I heard that Big D and Bubba are pretty damn good.
Okay, so
I heard it's a good show.
So listen, Big D and Bubba is a good show.
Yeah,
they're out of Nashville, right?
Right.
They're different than what we are. However, we met these guys,
Did
MJ.
we? Yeah.
Because years ago, probably 1998 or 99, when we flew up to the Jenny Jones show.
Oh, they were on there as well.
Big D and Bubba, they had like 4 or 5 morning shows from around the country.
They had the best morning shows in America.
Nominate your favorite local morning shows.
They were nominated. We were nominated. Yeah, they're good guys.
Yeah.
But they're stealing our egg test, and they're like making it their own. It's our egg test.
Come on, Big D.
We're the inventors. We're the originators.
So you guys invented this?
No.
Like Post-it notes?
No, I read it in a book, How to Do a Morning Show.
Right.
Seriously, you guys said this is going to be, seriously? Because I've heard of it. I didn't realize you were the actual inventors.
You heard of it from us.
We did the first Super Bowl egg test. Anyway.
It's so accurate.
Over the years,
historically, very, very accurate.
You guys should have gotten it patented, or you said it should have done some official paperwork to take the claim of it.
A service mark or a trademark, maybe, but patent's more for a.
This is our gift to mankind.
Exactly.
Listen, if we can help the Big D and Bubba morning show get discounts on chewing tobacco or whatever the hell they do over there, it's our pleasure, guys. Good for you.
Where the hell's the microwave?
Okay, I put it over on a chair. I moved it a little further down. I didn't want it to get knocked down. I also, while you were talking about Big D and Bubba and Dick Natucky and whatever other kind of redneck stuff they do, I also tested it because, honestly, we haven't operated this microwave in a year. It's been sitting in a box in our office.
Does it work?
Oh, it gets nice and hot.
Very good. Excellent. Super Bowl egg test in about 12 minutes live here on the MJ Morning Show. We're going to tell you who is going to win the Super Bowl. I mentioned that I would talk about Froggy at 7:30. I'm a few minutes late. So Froggy has resigned. Froggy is on a trip to New Orleans, and he's at some kind of a trade show selling his shelves and fixtures and all that, the family business. And Froggy was upset with something that happened yesterday, so Froggy's quit.
Let's just work backwards on this, or let's just take a breath and say, let cooler heads prevail.
Well, work backward in 30 seconds or less, because I'm going to move on. But
We're not going to give Froggy 30 seconds.
I do wish Froggy the best in his future endeavors.
Oh, this is crap. This whole thing's crap.
Yeah.
This
MJ,
is all
let's just not.
This is crap. I'm disappointed in you if this is how you're going to handle this.
What? What do you mean? He quit via text.
Okay, let's cover the whole thing.
He's angry at me because we said something about Froggy being on the road in New Orleans, and Froggy's selling his shelves. He's at some trade convention, and I made some kind of mention about, he runs a multi-million-dollar family shelving business, and I don't know how he does it because he's a disheveled mess.
And he took that very personally.
And I guess what, did Kim rat me out or something?
I don't know.
Listen, we've said this. We've said this when he's in the studio and he doesn't get angry. What, he's in New Orleans, he's in the Big Easy, now he gets angry?
Maybe so. Let's look into that a little bit more.
So Froggy quit via text last night. He says, I'm not coming back, I'm done.
All right, first of all,
I accept his resignation.
Both you guys.
Froggy, thank you for your years of service.
MJ,
it's like a jackass convention between the two of you.
Yeah, that's not right. Okay,
right.
So let's talk about this a little bit. He is at his convention, so he is in work mode. What we see on this show is a Froggy in character performance mode. Yes, that's a part of his personality, but he's also a businessman. So if he's in that mode right now, and then he thinks that somehow his livelihood is being disparaged, then those are
Not
fighting
this-
words.
I'm talking about this multi-million-dollar shelving company that he sells all kinds of stuff. He
Which we're
doesn't-
all very proud of him for, and we're all supportive
Right.
of him. But MJ makes a joke, and
But,
Froggy's taking it maybe a little too personally.
I mean, Fester's on my side here.
I mean, we do make jokes here.
We all bust on each other, and Froggy's kind of a reckless dude, and it's
Okay.
I'm very proud of Froggy and all of his success. I think he's a wonderful guy. He's one of my best friends. But we joke around.
Okay, and we bust on each other, but what do I always say? There's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do
Do
it.
you always
And
say that?
I do.
Do you always say that?
Yeah,
Listen,
Roxanne is our moral compass here on the MJ Morning Show.
There's a right way to make fun of somebody.
Sometimes people get their ass chapped, and you just need a couple days to cool down.
Fester,
That's where I am right now.
Fester, we bust on each other. We have fun.
Listen.
Was I in the wrong? Did I do something so egregious yesterday that should cause Froggy to...
Egregiousness is in the eye of the beholder, okay? Because that's where you have to say, listen, I'm not comfortable with this.
I don't know if this needs to be a therapy session, Roxanne. Listen, Froggy needs to calm down a little bit. MJ needs to calm down a little bit. And let's revisit this maybe on Monday after he makes like $10 million in sales at the New Orleans convention.
Let me tell you right now that I do thank Froggy for his previous contributions to the show.
That's not how it goes.
Listen.
And I wish Froggy the best in his future endeavors.
Oh, what a nice company email that was. No.
By the way, that's the line in every single radio personality departure.
Yeah.
We wish them the best in their future endeavors. Listen, I got to move on. But
okay. Listen, I'm going to tell you, MJ, we're getting a lot of text feedback, and there's quite a bit of MJ needs to apologize to Froggy for his hurt.
Now what? I got to fall on the sword now.
Nobody's going to fall on swords. Everybody needs to calm down. MJ, listen, we bust chops a little bit. For some reason, it rubbed Froggy the wrong way. I don't think we said anything we wouldn't have said to his face.
But we've said this in the room. I've said to him, I don't listen. You're kind of a reckless maniac, and you run a multi-million-dollar shelving company.
Okay, I'm like having flashbacks now to the times that there has been a lot of conflict between you and Froggy,
right?
And the other big conflict was when there was some sort of client that reached out to him in an email, and then you busted him for not hitting him back, and he got really, really upset.
So
we all have our things that we don't like to be, we don't like to be made fun of.
I have to move on here because we got a lot of ground to cover. I got the Super Bowl egg test in 8 minutes, live on the air. I don't know if Froggy's going to be here on Monday.
Yes, he is.
Well, you don't know that. He quit. He resigned. He quit via text. So I guess we'll find out on Monday whether he's going to show up and pretend like nothing happened. But every 3 or 4 months, Froggy's good for a maniacal text rant where my phone is just going, and that's Froggy just on like a rip. I can't even keep up with like his angry text. So that's what I got yesterday.
Okay.
Let everybody just take the weekend and calm down. Nobody's quit. Listen, MJ, I tell you right now, if I'm being God's honest with you, I want to quit the show every other week.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, every week I go home, I'm at Alice, and I go, I was like, why the hell are we doing this? And we have the whole conversation, and Allison's like, go back because you have a lot of fun. And that's really it, because you don't get paid that much. But Froggy's going to cool down.
This is not a therapy session.
I think I'm getting ghosted. Moving along.
By Froggy. Yeah, he's ghosting you.
I think I'm getting ghosted here by Alan. Alan sent me an email saying, hey, MJ, I heard you need to get some Eagles tickets for your wife and son. And then Alan sent me an email saying, hey, I bought 3 tickets. I am only going to use 1 for myself. I've got 2 more. So Alan said, hey, MJ, longtime listener since 1997. I was wondering if you were able to locate some Eagles tickets. I bought 3 in section 116. Haven't chosen anyone to go with me. If you still need 2 tickets for your family, let me know. So I wrote him back, and now it's like 2 days now, and when did was it yesterday?
We talked about it yesterday.
Okay, yeah,
that was the first time we talked about it.
Yeah, he hasn't responded back to me. I'm like, yeah, hey, Alan, I'd love to talk to you. I got nothing. I'm looking at my email, mj@mjmorningshow.com. I'm looking at my email right now. I got tons of listener email in here. I've got no response from Alan on the Eagles tickets.
1 day is not ghosting, okay?
I'm being ghosted.
You're not being ghosted yet.
I'm being ghosted.
Give it a couple of days. Give it 5 days. The concert's when? In the middle of, is it April? March? When is it? When's the concert?
I think it's in April.
Yeah, so it's coming up. It's more than a month away.
Well, maybe it's March. I don't know.
So give the guy a little time.
Anyway, Alan, Hey,
Well, you're all jumpy to conclusion today.
Listen,
Froggy quits by
I'm on edge.
text.
Okay.
You know, this guy's ghosting you
I'm
after.
gonna start drinking.
You do drink.
Let's see.
You're going to start right now.
Well, I haven't had any alcohol since last Saturday night, so it's not like I have a problem. Yeah, my last drink was some wine last Saturday night. Hey, I have an awesome idea.
What is it?
Well, let's see how many morning shows will rip this idea off from me.
Listen up, Big D and Bubba.
I want to pay cash to anybody that will have a baby and name the baby legally on their birth certificate after one of the crazy drug names.
I thought you were going to say name the baby morons in the news.
No.
So, like, you name it like
Sky Rizzy.
Oh, I thought you meant like meth.
No,
yeah.
no, not like coke.
Special
No.
K.
not illegal drugs, like the drugs that we see on commercials.
Yeah, I'm talking about like Sky Rizzy or. So I put together a whole list here. This is very simple. If you are expecting a kid, I'm floating maybe like a $500 or $1,000 cash payout. If you will legally name your kid on the birth certificate, not a middle name, the first name. So I made a list of different drugs because when you turn on TV, man, every single commercial seems like it's one of these pharmaceutical commercials, and it's like some crazy name that somebody on shrooms made up.
I wonder which pharmacies or pharmaceuticals are going to be in the Super Bowl this year.
You want to hear the names that I've come up with? These are all drugs on TV.
Okay.
So if you want to take me up on this and name your kid, boy, girl, if you want to provably name your child one of these drug names as their first name, then I'm going to launch a contest and I'm going to pay out cash.
And you're thinking like $500?
Something like I need.
That's really a
listen. I'm
terrible prize for a child's name.
I'm
for a
floating.
lifetime.
I'm floating the concept. What do you think? I'm going to give out $25,000? What are you insane?
I mean, if you name your kid some of these drug names, yeah.
Like for instance, Fester, you just brought up the website for Cosentix.
That's actually a pretty name.
You know what? That is not on my list.
Because when you said this, I was thinking, I thought of Cyndi Lauper, and I was like, what medicine
is that her drug?
And I typed in Cyndi Lauper medicine, and then Cosentix popped up.
Yeah, that's for like eczema or something, right?
Yeah.
No, psoriasis.
Of the liver?
No, that's cirrhosis.
I know, I'm kidding
no.
around. I'm joking. I'm kidding. I know. So, like Cosentix, Fester just went to the Cosentix website.
Yeah, Cosentix.
And that would be a good example. You want to name your kid Cosentix? First name on the birth certificate, provable? I pay you cash. Let me give you the name of other drugs. I mentioned Sky Rizzy. Hey, Sky Rizzy. Sky Rizzy. Come over here, Sky Rizzy.
You know, Sky's the nickname.
Sky Rizzy.
That's not a bad name.
Ozempic, I mentioned.
Call kid Ozzy.
Biktarvy. I think that's an AIDS drug. So if you'd like to name your kid Biktarvy, I got cash for you.
You know, like I said, kids are born under different circumstances. It might be appropriate for someone.
Cabenuva. That's another drug I saw a commercial for. Cabenuva. Name your kid Cabenuva, I pay you cash.
I'm not mad at that name.
Prevnar.
That actually sounds like a name.
Name your kid Prevnar.
So my uncle Prevnar came to this country.
It sounds like he would get into an Ivy League school. Prevnar sounds very hoity-toity.
Vraylar. That's another drug.
That sounds like a superhero.
Yeah. So Vraylar starts second grade today. I'm looking down the road a little bit. What about Dupixent? That's another drug. Name your kid Dupixent. I don't even know what these drugs do, folks. I just know that these commercials are all over the place. You ever notice these commercials are all over TV, and I have no clue what these damn drugs do. All I know is the pharmaceutical companies are spending hundreds of millions of dollars a year.
You have to picture how kids would make fun of Dupixent, and it would like, Dupixent picks his nose.
Dupixent.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
sorry.
Yeah,
funny
Dupixent.
it's Dupixent
Dupixent.
because
Dupixent. Dupixent.
it's used for eczema, asthma, and nasal polyps.
Wow. I got a nasty case of nasal polyps.
Chronic sinusitis?
Yeah.
Dupixent.
Sinusitis, maybe.
Sinusitis?
How about Ribelsis? Name your kid Ribelsis.
Sounds that's a good name.
Rinvoq. That's another drug that I see on TV.
Revoke. I'm going to revoke your cell phone. You go to your room.
Revoke. Your license has been revoked. It's 18 years down the road. Trulicity. That's another drug.
Trulicity, tell me the truth right now.
True, exactly.
Lying little
All right, stop
biatch.
making a pun out of every
Did you
name.
call Trulicity a lying little bitch? You did.
Don't make every name a pun,
No,
Roxanne,
I'm just
because that's
saying
the problem with. That's why these names aren't taking off. Trulicity is a beautiful name.
Jardiance.
Another beautiful name.
Have you seen the commercial for Jardiance? Name your kid Jardiance. Tremfya.
This girl is Tremfya.
Tremfya is another. Eliquis is another drug. Name your kid Eliquis. That's not far off.
Give
That's
me your quiz
You
joke.
say it. You
I'm
say
not
it.
gonna-
No,
I'm not gonna say it.
she's eloquent.
my last one. Zeljans.
Get your Zeljans out of that cookie jar.
Xeljanz. Zeljans. All right, this is again in the planning. This is in the formulation stages here of name your kid after one of these crazy pharmaceutical drugs, provably on a birth certificate, first name, and I'm going to pay out cash.
Roxanne did not help at all by mocking every name. Okay, I'm trying to say these are beautiful names, and she's like Jardance.
No, Jardiance.
All right, Paula, that's a
Yeah, Jardiance.
Shardians.
Roxanne. We're trying not to give kids a
Really?
complex, and we're trying to give people money, and you're making fun of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is 7:47. It is now time for the Super Bowl egg test. In moments, it will be determined who will win the Super Bowl in Glendale, Arizona this weekend. In Super Bowl 57, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, Fester, what do you have to do over here? Are we all plugged in? We ready to go?
We're nowhere near ready to go.
What are you talking about?
hold on.
How are we not ready to go?
Well, first of all, I need Andrew in here. He's going to be the cameraman. I'm holding the camera as we speak, and then
Oh, boy.
and
All
then
right.
I got to set the microwave up. I got the 2 stickers here. You want to help me, Andrew? Here are the stickers for the eggs.
Oh, my
Sticker
God.
the egg up.
How do you not have this done already?
I got 2. I got a Philadelphia Eagle sticker,
Oh,
and I got a what's it?
jeez.
Kansas City Chiefs sticker.
Yeah.
So
How is this not done?
this is a 30-second setup here.
Well,
Let's go.
he
All
just
right,
bought
where are
the
the
eggs
eggs?
I
this
really do
morning.
need Andrew in here to do the camera. Andrew.
If you're watching MJTV, I just went to the back of the room. I've got the dozen eggs.
Okay.
I'm going to place.
Roxanne, I need you to do the camera
What do
in
you
here.
want me to do?
Just walk and talk with the cell phone. There we go, babe.
All right, here we go. I've just placed.
All right.
I've placed the sticker on one egg. This will be the Eagles, and the egg is in the hub of the Scotch tape dispenser. Reel. What do you call this thing? The center hub of a roll of Scotch tape. So the Eagles egg has been labeled, and it's sitting on the ring on the collar. Now, Festa, I don't need the mic. We need the microphone over here, dude. No, put it over there. Put it over there, and then you want to swing your mic over. Festa, this is like your first time doing this.
We've always done it here. We've always done it right here.
All right, well then move
And-
this over a little more, and
Yeah, I mean,
it needs to be all right.
right there.
All right, here we
There
go.
we got a microphone that comes right
all right,
to
there
it.
we go. Okay.
Roxanne, come around here.
Let me put now.
All the way
If
around.
you're watching, I can't believe this should be all done.
It is done. This is how it goes.
All right, so here is the second egg, and now I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs sticker and putting it on this egg. By the way, for consistency purposes, the fatter, wider part of the egg will be the bottom. So both have been done the same. All right. So, folks, let me show the camera on MJTV the Kansas City egg and the Eagles egg on the Scotch tape dispenser hub. And we're going to put these in the microwave right now.
Okay.
All right, Fester, I'm going to put them down because I want to get back over to my microphone here.
All right.
So Fester and Roxanne is videoing this in beautiful 4K on a cell phone.
All right. Kansas City's going in first.
All right, Kansas City is going in
All
first.
right, there's Kansas City.
Okay, Kansas City's now in.
And there's
Now,
Philadelphia.
equally spaced, Philadelphia. Kansas City's on the left on the rotating tray, and we have the Eagles on the right. So we put 5 minutes in. Put 6 minutes in.
6.
All right, clear it up. Put 6 minutes in.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
It's just started.
All right, folks, we're off and running. This is quick. It's like when they load up the horses in the gate of the Kentucky Derby. They're off quick.
I told you this happens quickly. All right, here we go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I didn't start the timer. Hang on, reset the timer. Yeah. All right, so we're 15 minutes. We got a countdown on the microwave. All right, we're 20 seconds in. All right, we are watching. I'm looking at the illuminated inside of the microwave right now, and I'm watching the eggs turn. We are 30 seconds in. We had 6 minutes on the clock. We're down to 5:25 now. What was that, Roxanne?
Which one is the loser?
The one that explodes first.
Roxanne, we've done this. This is the third time we've done this with you. Yeah, whichever egg explodes first, that is the losing egg. All right? So hang on. I'm trying to place the microphone in a good spot. All right, there we go. All right, we're now 1 minute in. All right, it's probably getting close.
Get your face away from them.
Yeah, we are 1 minute and 5 seconds in. We should have an egg explosion very shortly. Fester, move the mic. I can't see the digital display. There we go. Put it right there. Just leave the mic right there.
Oh! Stop it! Stop it! Oh!
Ladies and gentlemen, holy crap! We have an absolute explosive mess.
Oh my God!
All right, folks, did you hear that? Oh my God! Ladies and gentlemen, we have a definitive winner.
We have a winner.
Oh my God! It's a murder scene. All right, Fester, get the door. Get the door.
Oh my God!
Look at. All right, folks, we're gonna post this video.
God.
We're going to post this video later on. It looks like a murder scene inside this microwave. One of the eggs exploded like a bomb. Not a crack. Exploded like a bomb. You just heard it.
I heard you.
And the other egg is perfect.
The other egg is perfect. Now, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the egg that exploded is the Kansas City Chiefs. The Philadelphia Eagles egg is completely intact. I'm holding it up right now. It's hot as hell.
Yeah, hang on, in the microwave.
Hang on, I'm putting it back on the egg, on the little Scotch tape spindle. I'm holding it up now to MJTV, and the Eagles egg is perfectly intact. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the Super Bowl egg test here on the MJ Morning Show, the Philadelphia Eagles will win Super Bowl 57 this weekend in Glendale, Arizona. Wow. This has been the Super Bowl egg test on the MJ Morning Show. Incredible.
It doesn't even look like the Eagles are going to get tackled. They're not even going to get their jerseys dirty based on that test.
It reeks in here.
It really does.
Yeah,
It's
when
disgusting.
you explode an egg in the microwave, it reeks. Oh man! Hey, this microwave is. You just throw this microwave away.
Yeah,
we'll get a
garbage.
We'll get a new one for next year. Yeah, there's no. Hey, just throw it out in the hallway. Just toss it out there.
Oh, now the hallway's going to stink.
Oh, I didn't mean to literally throw it in the hallway. All right, so, oh my God, this studio is just foul. No pun intended. The smell in here is horrific. Well, there you have it. The Super Bowl egg test. And let me point something out. That Madden 23 also predicted the Eagles would win. Now, where's my... and then there's also a... I got to find my...
So the Madden said it would be like 31-17 Eagles win. Then there was a couple of clairvoyants, you said, or psychics?
Yeah, or as former employee Froggy calls them, clamvoyants.
Okay.
Not former employee yet. Easy with the Froggy stuff.
Madden, and we mentioned this in hour number 1, Madden NFL 23 from EA Sports, Madden 23 predicted that the Eagles would win, beating the Chiefs 31-17. All right, so that's Madden, and Madden's track record is good. Out of the 23 times they've done it, their record is 11-8. Well, hold on. How's
That's not a great record.
Well, hold on. That doesn't add up to 23. Oh, no. It's Madden 23.
Madden 23 is
they didn't do the matchups from the very beginning.
They've done it for 19 seasons.
There we go.
They're barely a click above 500.
Yeah, 19. So 11 have been correct. 8 have been incorrect. So Madden is predicting an Eagles win. Then the Today Show asked 3 astrologers. 3 astrologers were asked to predict the winner of the Super Bowl. And the Today Show is saying that all 3 of the astrologers said that the Kansas City Chiefs were going to win.
Okay, so the astrologers say the Chiefs.
According to the astrologers, place your bets on the Kansas City Chiefs. Listen, screw that. The egg test is never wrong.
Right. Yeah.
So and let me give you the legal disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen. In no way whatsoever should you bet the house or every cent you have based on a stupid radio bit. All right. However, the Eagles will win, according to the Microwave Super Bowl MJ Morning Show exclusive egg test.
And now that the results are into this exclusive egg test, will that affect the line?
Oh, you're right. Hold on. We're hearing it's already moved in Vegas.
It's moved 2 points. It's all because of the egg test.
It's already moved in
They heard about it.
All right. That was really a great explosion.
That was a great one.
Hey, Andrew.
That was definitive. That was, no bones about it. That thing exploded like a truck bomb, man.
Is it possible, Andrew, to isolate the boom?
Yeah, give us, when you get a chance, Andrew, give us, because I think it was pretty much in the clear. I don't think we were talking over the explosion of the egg. So we'll try to isolate that sound so we can play that during the course of the show. Speaking of the Super Bowl, kind of looking forward to this. I thought this was cute. Did you see they already released it because they want to get as much publicity as possible? All of the ads are sold out.
Yeah.
Fox is getting between $6 and $7 million per 30 seconds. And T-Mobile is buying a minute. And they released it already. Have you seen the T-Mobile commercial?
I haven't. I'm looking. I want to, but I haven't seen it yet.
It's John Travolta.
Ooh.
And a couple of actors from the old TV show Scrubs. Are they bringing that back? Did someone say they were bringing Scrubs back?
I don't know, but those guys have been living off that Scrubs fame since that show ended. Yeah.
So John Travolta with a couple of members of the old Scrubs TV show on NBC, they're doing a T-Mobile commercial, the cell company. And if John Travolta is paying tribute to somebody and it's a T-Mobile commercial, what do you think it's about?
Scientology?
No, it's not.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Wait.
Come on. I don't know.
Okay, what are the clues? Travolta?
John Travolta.
Oh, okay. Well, what's her face? The dancer, Grease. Olivia Newton-John.
That would be correct. Olivia Newton-John. John Travolta is doing a T-Mobile commercial. They've changed the lyrics of the famous Grease song, You're the One That I Want.
Yeah, okay.
They've changed the lyrics.
Sing more, Rox.
No,
That was good.
Continue. I just blurted it out. Sorry.
Would you like to hear it?
I'd love to hear it.
Listen to this.
Home internet, what a pain in the...
Hey, neighbor!
Try T-Mobile, it sets up so fast.
It's like Wi-Fi that runs on 5G.
Home internet from T-Mobile?
Wait till you see.
Tell me more, tell me more. One cord's all that you need. Tell me more, tell me more.
Don't you worry about speed.
I can't believe it, it's just $50.
Why pay more?
Paying more sucks. T-Mobile home internet seems too good to be true. But that's what T-Mobile can do. Tell me more. Tell me more.
By the way, I said the wrong Grease song.
It's Summer Nights.
What did I say?
You
I said
You're the One That I Want. It's actually Summer Nights.
Because whenever I think of Grease, I think of Olivia Newton-John in the tight leather outfit in the carnival scene
With a perm, smoking.
At the end of Grease.
That's great.
Oh, Sandy. I see the transition in my head. So, no, the song is what? Tell Me More.
Is it Summer Nights? I don't know what it's...
Is the name of the song Summer Nights? Summer Nights.
Boy, the one thing Froggy knows better than anybody is Grease. And he quit.
It's Summer Nights.
Yeah, Summer Nights, right?
Froggy.
Yeah.
I thought it was great. And, Travolta, he's totally bald, and that's his new look. He's got the wig or was he wearing a toupee? What was he wearing?
He was wearing, his financial advisor told him he spent $10 million a year in fake hair. He's like, dude, just go bald.
You could say. Listen,
John, we got to talk about your hair expenses here, buddy.
Travolta looks great bald. I like John Travolta. I've always liked Travolta. And I think he looks great. He looks fantastic in the TV spot. He doesn't need the fake hair going on. He looks absolutely spectacular. And I always found Travolta to be a very likable guy. I've always liked everything that he's done. Well, maybe not everything he's been in, but he's done a lot of good stuff.
Battleship Earth I could have done without.
Exactly. So I'm a Travolta fan, and I think that he looks good. So that's the T-Mobile commercial that's going to run. And what is it? It's Summer Nights? Is that the name of the song?
Nights. Yeah.
From Greece. It's great.
Home internet, what a pain in the... Hey, neighbor!
Oh, so it's for T-Mobile home internet is what it's for. So T-Mobile, the cell company, all these companies, they're trying to sell you internet over the air. They're trying to sell you, like Verizon does their 5G home internet. I don't know if it's rolled out everywhere, but these cell companies are now trying to compete with the hardwired companies like, Frontier Fios, formerly Verizon Fios, and Spectrum, and all the other cable providers. So now the cell companies are getting in on the whole home internet deal. So that's what this commercial is all about.
Did Elon buy a commercial for Starlink? When are you going to have that hooked up in my neighborhood?
Home internet, what a pain in the... Hey, neighbor! Try T-Mobile, it sets up so fast.
So they're saying, what, home internet, what a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
it sets up so fast.
I think this could have been much better because the whole Summer Night song is about their hookup over summer. Like, well, she got friendly down in the sand. And it could be like, she sent me a booty pic. I've got it in my hand. Like, it could be like about a sexting theme with T-Mobile.
You're rewriting. But Olivia Newton-John is dead. That is morbid.
Roxanne.
So you're sexting with a dead Olivia Newton-John?
The only thing
what kind of sicko are you?
The only thing in the sand right now is Olivia Newton-John.
Oh, man.
She's dead.
It's like Wi-Fi that runs on 5G.
Home internet from T-Mobile?
Wait till you see.
Tell me more, tell me more. One chord's all that you need. Tell me more, tell me more.
Don't you worry about speed.
I can't believe it. It's just $50.
Is that 15 or 50?
50? 15?
No, it's 50. It's 50. Yeah, $50.
Why pay more?
Paying more sucks. T-Mobile home internet seems too good to be true. But that's what T-Mobile can
Here's the high note.
do. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Maybe not as high as John Travolta got in Greece back in,
Correct.
78? Summer
Correct.
78?
I wasn't going to point that out, but you're correct.
So maybe not as high as he got in his younger years. But I like it. I like John Travolta. I like the commercial. So that's one of the Super Bowl preview spots, which clearly they released it early to get as much mileage. Listen, we're talking about it for 5 minutes.
Listen, I'm looking forward to the commercials. I'm looking forward to the game. Hopefully it's a good game.
Well, according to the Super Bowl egg test minutes ago, the Philadelphia Eagles definitively will beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Only thing my wife cares about, halftime show.
Well, that's Rihanna.
Yep. All she wants, she goes, just call me when Rihanna's on. Now,
interesting that you brought up the Super Bowl halftime show because Rihanna, and I don't know, she was like riffing. Do we have is the Rihanna audio up here, Andrew? Is it ready to go? Yeah, move it over to Rihanna. So Rihanna did an interview. You know how all the celebrities involved, the football players, the coaches, during Super Bowl week, they all do interviews. So Rihanna is doing the hype job on her Super Bowl halftime show. And Rihanna makes some kind of a comment. Oh, yeah, we're on our 39th version of the set list.
I saw that.
First of all, you're not.
How many songs does she have to have that many different combinations?
She doesn't have 39 songs, all right, that would be worthy of a halftime performance. But here's the point, that she was like riffing and making up during an interview. Oh, yeah, we've changed the set list, 39. And now the story is being published everywhere. Rihanna says that the set list is on its 39th version. Listen to this. It's like you folks that are writing stories for websites. She was not definitively saying 39th version of the Super Bowl halftime set list. She was exaggerating, and now it's printed like it's the gospel. Here, listen.
Was there trial and error? As you started rehearsals, were you running through set lists and tweaking, realizing this didn't work in this moment?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. There are probably about 39 versions of the set list right now.
Wow.
She's not even definitive. She's like, oh, there's probably she could have said 36. She could have said 47.
See, that's the thing. She gave such a specific number.
Yeah.
And you hear the hack reporter,
So here's Variety.com. Rihanna's Super Bowl set list is on 39th version. No, it's not. I'm holding this up to MJTV. This is the headline. Rihanna's Super Bowl set list on 39th version. No, it's not on the 39th revision for the Super Bowl halftime show. Yeah, break. And then the other chunk of audio, it's happened a couple of days ago, but listen to this. The two coaches, you got Wilford Brimley is the coach of the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's right.
And then, was it Nick Sirianni?
Yes.
He's the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. Did you hear what he was asked?
Yeah, that was awkward. I mean...
yeah, I heard that.
I've heard other coaches ask this question before.
Yeah.
But just, wow.
Everything.
Now, the question is not easy to hear, so I might have to tell you what the question was.
Which one night your daughter made off the team?
All right, it's like, this is like busy Super Bowl Q&A with the coaches earlier this week. The question from the reporter was, which Eagles player would you let your daughter date? And the coach of the Eagles says,
my daughter's 5.
Thank you, coach. Thank you, coach.
What? The reporter asks, hey, which Eagle on the roster would you let? It was which Eagle on the roster that you'd let date your daughter, and he comes back with
my daughter's 5.
Yeah, none of them.
Oh my God! Really?
My daughter's 5.
Barely let the guys talk to my daughter.
That is creepy, right?
My daughter's 5.
My daughter's 5.
Yeah.
Don't you think a reporter ought to know if you're going to ask about the coach's daughter? That the daughter is not 25 or 30. The daughter is 5 years. Roxanne, your daughter is 5.
Yeah.
Hey, which Bucks player would you allow to date your daughter?
We can't even picture our daughters dating.
I mean,
ever.
What a ridiculous question.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It is a ridiculous question, but I'm sure the reporter knew that he has a 5-year-old, but was just like projecting out, like, okay, when your daughter grows up, which guy would you say this guy's suitable for my daughter?
Added more words to her sentence, it might have been a passable question. Like, hey, when your daughter's in their 20s, what player would you like to see her date?
Now, at the presser, there is a picture of Nick Sirianni, the Eagles coach. There's a picture of the Eagles coach with his 3 kids at the press conference. Now, I don't know if chronologically
that was at the championship game.
So, all right. So, that's right. Okay.
So when they beat the other team, the 49ers, a couple of weeks ago, he was on the podium with his kids.
That's what I was asking. I didn't know whether it was chronologically, whether it was the same time. So it wasn't.
It was like one calendar week before that question was asked.
Right. The image that I'm looking at is apparently it's the coach of the Eagles, and he's got 3 kids, and they look to be like, I don't know, 8, 5, and they got maybe like a 2-year-old. So all 3 of his kids, and you're saying that this was at the press conference after they won
against the 49ers the week prior.
The NFC Championship game.
Yes.
All right. And then the reporter says, who would you let your daughter date? And my daughter is 5.
My daughter's 5.
Well, these media days have a history of silly questions.
Yeah, and this is the silliest of them all. I mean, who is this reporter?
That's like the Catch a Predator material there. I'm waiting for Chris Hansen to pop in. Hi, I'm Chris Hansen. Why do you have a bag full of beer and condoms?
So, yeah, he has Jacob, who's 7, Taylor, his daughter, who's 5.
I was close. And how old's the other one?
Miles is 2, and he's been married to his wife, Brett Ashley.
For 6 months.
Since 2013.
Hey, congratulations, Rondé Barber. You see, he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Well-deserved honors.
Yeah, Rondé Barber's a good guy. His wife, Claudia, she used to work for us over when we were at 93. She was a salesperson. And she was always just, sweet and great. And Rondé's a really cool guy, and he deserves it. So congratulations, Rondé Barber. Who's now in the Pro Football Hall? You got Warren Sapp. You got John Lynch.
So he is the
Selman.
Okay, he's the
Leroy
Derek
Selman.
Brooks?
He's the-
Derek Brooks, and now Rondé Barber. Yeah, Fester.
No. I saw that he's the 5th Buccaneer to spend the majority of his career with the team. There are other players who are in the.
I think his entire career was with the Bucs.
Right, but a guy like Sapp played for the Raiders the last couple of years. Lynch, he played for some other team.
And Sapp made kids cry when they asked for his autograph.
Wow. It's not the good guy Hall of Fame. It's the Football Hall of Fame.
The crew of Santiago, the crew of the Knights of Santiago,
Yes.
The night parade, by the way, that's Knight, not Night. Now, it does happen at night, but it is the Knight night parade. Their parade is this Saturday night in Ybor. So tomorrow night in Ybor. And I just want to thank the crew of the Knights of Santiago. I want to thank them for the honor of being the Grand Marshal of the parade last year. So thank you very much again to the crew of the Knights of Santiago. It was meaningful. I thought it was fantastic. And who's the new Grand Marshal this year?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to look that up.
Yeah, it's Florida Sports Hall of Fame baseball player and Tampa native and Jefferson High School graduate Luis Gonzo Gonzalez.
Oh, wow.
So,
Okay.
All right. Hey, Luis, I had a great time doing it last year.
Yeah.
So congratulations on being named the Grand Marshal, and I'm sure you'll do a great job. Maybe not as great of a job as I did last year.
Probably not
but
as great.
You'll do a great job. So, he went to Jefferson High School. Oh, I believe I've heard that, remember the whole dust-up in South Tampa about some of the Beach Park homes being moved at a plant high school into Jefferson?
True. That's on the table.
Well, no, word is that it's not going to happen.
Oh, okay.
So, Fester, see if there's an update on that. But I heard late last night that it wasn't going to happen. There was such an uproar. I mean, can you imagine you're in Plant District for decades and decades and decades, and Plant is one of the best public high schools in the country, and then to be moved over to Jefferson just does not score as high. I mean, you got Plant as an A school, and Jefferson, I think, it's a Y school. WXYZ. So
not quite a Y. Listen, hold on.
I think was it a C school? I don't know.
It's a different school, but listen, not to insult anybody at Jefferson. A lot of great kids go there. A lot of great faculty and staff. It's just different.
So the Plant folks that were being potentially moved to Jefferson, the word is that that's not going to go to some of the local news sites, because I believe
I don't see updates. I see organizations.
No, I thought I heard that it wasn't going to happen.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's that number. It was like the third. It was like say no to 3. Signs are all over South Tampa. Say no to 3.
You really want to teach those Beach Park people a lesson? Send their ass to Lato. Toughen them up.
Are you ready for tips from a professional piercer?
Yes. It's just what I was
Roxanne, do you have any piercings other than your ears?
I still have a hole in my belly button, but I need to get it re-holed. I need to get it re-punched.
When's the last time you had some type of jewelry item in your belly button?
When I was 9 months pregnant, so I looked all classy with a big, big belly ring and a big belly. Super white trash.
That's cool. Did you say super white trash?
I mean, I was 9 months pregnant with a belly button ring. What do you judge me?
You don't have like an eyebrow or a nose.
Do I look like I have an eyebrow or a nose ring?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't dislike. I actually love a nose ring on pretty much everyone I see one with.
A nose ring or like a diamond stud on the nostril?
Yes, but I've even seen
hold on. That's a question. It's not a
both.
All right, so you like a nose ring in one nostril or through the bottom, the middle of the connecting area for both nostrils?
I think when people have subtle jewelry on their nose, I think that most of who I've seen with it, they pull it off really well. I would like to do it, but that's not my life path. If I, it's just I haven't been able to do that.
See,
yet so
I'm
far,
just
and I don't think I will now. At
I
this
am
point.
too active a picker for any kind of nose jewelry at all. I would just get in the way. I would decrease production.
When you were 9 months pregnant, so your last kid is what's the name of your youngest?
My youngest is Daviana.
So Daviana is now almost 3 or is
She's
3?
She just turned 3.
So it was 3 years ago before we knew you that you were all big and 9 months pregnant with a belly button ring.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And so I mean, but I like it. I want to go back to the belly button ring, but I just
Did you
haven't gotten
walk
around
into
to it.
like 7-Eleven barefoot?
I did
as well.
I did.
All right, here's the deal. This is a professional piercer, and this professional piercer tells clients, do not have these areas pierced. These are 4 perilous piercing areas that the professional piercer recommends against.
Question.
Yeah.
Are they different on boys and girls?
Exactly what are you getting at, Roxanne?
Like, are the 4 places, are they specific to one sex? Any of them?
Are all 4 places shared by both traditional genders?
Yes.
Okay, all right, good.
So they're not the naughty piercings that clearly Roxanne is gravitating to.
No, I'm just wondering. So I guess it's just they've.
That's a perfectly legitimate question.
Go full speed ahead with the undergarment.
She's
piercings.
the only former professional journalist in the room, and she asked an excellent question.
The first one is called the smiley piercing.
Okay.
Is that the dimple?
Nope. The first one is say no to the smiley piercing, and this is where you do a piercing like a little ring dangling from the fleshy flap of skin that connects your upper lip to your gum. Yes. Ooh. So
wait.
lift, show that. This will be very pretty. Lift that up to the camera. So Roxanne is lifting up her upper lip. And if you stick your tongue up there, and it's kind of creepy when you touch it with your tongue too.
Lift it up, Rox.
You lift it up. You have one as well.
Yeah, but you don't have that much filler.
It's kind of like that little webbed
filler. There's a little flap of skin right there.
Are you accusing Roxanne of having all kinds of filler in her face?
I said you don't have a lot of lip filler, Roxanne. Like if you like really
I don't
big
have any lip filler. What are you?
Do you have Gore-Tex jammed in your lips?
Yeah, my whole. It doesn't.
Roxanne looks very natural.
She does.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
right.
Now,
you guys are so annoying.
Oh, me?
Yeah, we are.
I just came to your defense.
He defended you.
I just said you're very natural looking. I'm annoying. He's annoying.
I'm the one that said you. I'm the one that said you don't look like you have a lot of filler.
Roxanne,
Like,
please.
let's just not perpetuate. Like hyperbole is funny. Outright lies are not.
Roxanne,
lies are
please.
funny too.
Roxanne, retract. I just defended you. I said how natural you look.
I'll retract.
Retract.
But I don't really know if that was that a compliment, MJ?
Oh my God! So anything I say is going to be used against me in a
confused.
court of law.
I'll tell you, backhanded compliments are compliments too. Okay, people.
Okay.
That wasn't a backhanded compliment.
All right, go. I'm sorry. So the smiley piercing, that flap of skin between your gums and your lip.
Take your tongue and put it above your front teeth, and it's that little like webbed flap. People will actually get that pierced and want a ring dangling in there. Are you kidding me?
That's disgusting.
That's ridiculous.
Okay, don't judge.
Or one of those horseshoes with the balls on the end. That's the image I'm looking at. That is ridiculous. All right, the next piercing. Do not get... Oh, you know what? This tends to be more female.
Roxanne has one question.
Yeah, and you
could not have answered yes. They're all the same fast enough.
All right, this one appears to be more female, but not in the very private areas that I think Roxanne was thinking about. Back dimples. You know the female back dimples?
Well, guys,
I don't think.
You guys have back dimples?
No, I don't think so.
No?
But also, not all women have back dimples.
That's true. That's true.
Do you, Roxanne? I don't want to get personal. Do you have back dimples?
Yes, and it must be a dominant trait because both my daughters do as well.
So you do have, but I don't think Michelle.
What are back dimples?
You don't know what a back dimple is, dude.
All
right, I'm gonna hold the picture up to the camera so MJTV. Oh, Fester, you just Googled it. They're all over the place.
I have Roxanne showing me firsthand. Thanks, kid.
Holy, you just showed Fester your back dimples?
Yeah. It's like
you just dropped your pants.
So a back dimple.
It's a back, not
a back dimple would be like parentheses around a tramp stamp.
Yeah, so the back dimples, if you see a woman with a bikini top at the beach, whatever, some women have very pronounced back dimples, and some women don't even have them at all. So I don't know, have you ever seen studs jammed in the back dimples?
I actually have, and I thought that would be cool to do, but again, that looks very painful, so.
Oh, look, you type in back dimple piercings and
they pop up.
They pop up all over the place.
Hard to clean, too. Anything that's behind you, like you can't really look at it and see if it's, I don't know, infected or something.
This might be I don't know if I want to admit this. I don't know if Michelle has back dimples.
It's okay if she doesn't. It's not a prerequisite to anything in life.
Calling Michelle.
Hello?
Hey, are you listening to the show right now?
Yes.
What am I talking about?
Back dimples.
Yes.
So tell us about your back dimple situation, Michelle.
Hold on, Michelle. I don't think you have back dimples.
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I don't look at my back. You'll have to tell me later today.
You know what? I've been with you for many, many years. You know what?
It's disappointing that you wouldn't know.
Well, that's why I said I'm going to get in trouble here. I don't think you have. If you do, they're very slight. They're not pronounced. It's not like you can put a golf ball in them or something. You know?
Backpedaling. Yep.
He isn't making a good case for himself, is he, Michelle?
No. Not at all.
All right. Love you.
I love you too.
Bye. All right. So, don't get the flap above your front teeth, inside your mouth. Don't get that pierced. Don't get your back dimples pierced. The next one.
Oh, great.
2 more to go.
I'm having a dentist, Dr. Childers, correct us on what that piece of skin is called. It's called the frenum.
The frenum?
Yeah, frenum.
Frenum?
Yes, so the piece of skin in your lip. Sorry.
Dr. Childers, of course, the official dentist of Fester, and he yanked my wisdom teeth. Is he the official dentist of the MJ Morning Show? I guess so.
I'll tell you what, I've completely eliminated
Dr.
flossing.
Childers down in Sarasota.
I've eliminated flossing from my daily routine just because I see him every 6 months. He just gets it out.
There you go. Oh, really?
No, okay. I just floss once a month.
With the monofilament that you use in a weed whacker? Is that what they're using on you? The next, two more piercings that a pro piercer says do not get, and that is a neck piercing. Like the back, like the nape of your neck. Wow. Some people will get a barbell through the back. I'm turning around and show like in here.
All right.
Some people will get the back of their neck pierced with a barbell. The professional piercer says don't do that one either. And then finally, cheek piercings.
What cheek?
People that, facial cheek, yeah. So do not get the little studs that some people get right on their, where their dimples would be.
It's like the cheek dimple area.
Exactly. And some people, I've seen that before, and the piercer says, again, it is going to be a mess when you try to eat. Well, what about tongue piercing? I don't understand, the whole tongue is like a barbell through your tongue. But
of these 4 piercings, I've seen the most of the cheek piercing. I guess I wouldn't see the lip.
Yeah, well, you're not going to see the one inside the fremulon or whatever the hell that thing's called.
Frenemy. It's called frenemy.
What about the nose to the ear?
The nose? Oh, you mean the Jane Child don't want to fall in love piercing?
All right, both of those are perfectly acceptable piercings, Andrew. She just connected it with a chain.
Yeah, remember Jane Child? She had that song was great. Don't want to fall in love. Fall in love. Yeah, right here. It's a good song. Yeah, she had like a biker wallet chain that went like from her earlobe all the way to like her nostril.
I'd be so afraid of getting that caught on something.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
I just found butt dimples. Someone just corrected me. They are called dimples of Venus.
Butt? You mean the ones above the butt?
Yeah.
Yes, the
dimples of Venus.
The back dimples.
All right, guys, I've got to say something here, and I don't want you to guess or speculate. I just want to say something, and I'm going to leave it at that. I had a conversation with somebody recently about a missing person. I'm going to keep this very vague, very generic, and you do what you want with this information. But I had a recent conversation with somebody who claimed to be in the know, and it's a missing person story about a man that has been missing for a long time, and the person said, oh, yeah, he went in the wood chipper. Okay, that's it. Moving along. Fester, don't say a word. Roxanne, don't say a word. I'm just keeping it totally generic. Think what you want. Speculate what you want. Formulate what you want.
How long has he been missing?
I'm not going to say. But a missing person, missing man, husband. Somebody said, oh, yeah, he went in the wood chipper. And they claim to be, I guess, somewhat in the know. So
thank you for providing no information about nothing that we can relate to any kind of.
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay,
that is it. Andrew, get out of my ear.
I wish you threw that.
Andrew, get out of my ear. Andrew, our producer, is yakking in my ear.
I wish you would have thrown that information in the wood chipper if you can't give us more detail.
I had some other information yesterday that I was doing my afternoon show, and I had the information before it was supposed to happen, and I didn't reveal it. Now, for security reasons, and I'm going to be very clear about this. I'm not going to leave anything up to speculation or to your imagination. But yesterday, who was in town?
The president was.
That is correct.
Sure.
So
Air Force One came to Tampa Airport.
The president of the United States landed at Tampa International Airport yesterday at around 12:30 p.m. By the way, all the plane spotting nerds, which I'm a plane nerd.
Well, you're the president of that group.
No, I'm not. But
Who is?
I'm a plane. I'm sure there is. But there are plane spotters. You got the plane photographers that love taking pictures of airplanes. I love snapping a great photo. Listen, I talked about this early in the week. I took a great picture of a FedEx Airbus A300, older cargo variant, landing on one left over Tampa Bay earlier in the week. And it was an awesome sunset, amazing cloud coloration. And then you see the FedEx plane on approach right over Tampa Bay. And I posted it on my Instagram. It's a great photo if you want to see it. Certified MJ Radio is my Twitter feed. Give me a follow while you're there. Certified MJ Radio. And FedEx sent me a note. Hey, we love your picture. Would you consent for us to be able to use the photo in our social media? And I said, yeah, sure, why not?
So did you see Air Force One fly over
I
yesterday?
did not, because Air Force One came in from the north and landed to the south. So Air Force One came in, and it would have used, because the airport was running in that direction, so Air Force One would use 19 left or 19 right, and that's the runway when you see the planes fly right over Hillsborough by the bowling alley over there. So the planes came in from that direction instead of coming up Tampa Bay from the south, landing to the north, and I didn't see Air Force One.
I take my kids to a park in Carrollwood.
Yeah,
they come right over. Air Force One flew right over to Carroll. That's great.
Yeah, Andrew, our producer, Andrew, you got video of it. You saw Air Force One on approach, on like Anderson Road or something?
Yes. It was a bit to my east, so I didn't really have a great view of it.
Yeah, I posted a picture of Air Force One on the ramp or taxiing. I got a great shot of Air Force One from Tampa International. Somebody I know at the airport snapped the picture, sent it to me.
The guy in baggage?
And what?
The guy you know in baggage?
Yeah, the baggage guy. Yeah, so I've got a great shot of Air Force One at Tampa International yesterday, and that's also on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio. But here's a couple of things. The plane nerds, the photographers, they thought that Air Force One, being a 747 and a big airplane, was going to land on the longer runway, which would be 19 right, which is the one closer to the Veterans Expressway, not closer to the bowling alley, which is 19 left. So all the plane photographers were over on that side, and it turned out that Air Force One landed on the shorter runway.
Oh, they missed it.
Landed on 19 left. So that was number one. Then I had some intel that President Biden was going to stop at an ice cream shop. Kind of like that warm and fuzzy, the president just pops into a place and orders a burger. You listen.
That's his thing.
Old people love ice cream.
Well, George W. Bush did it.
Yeah.
Obama did it.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. I don't know if Trump did it a lot. But
he had McDonald's. Yeah, he had McDonald's brought
onto the plane. Yeah, Trump didn't mingle a lot, but a lot of presidents, they look for the photo op, and they're kind of phony. So a lot of the presidents in recent years or recent decades, they'll pop into a local sandwich shop, or Biden, for whatever reason, likes ice cream.
Yeah.
He's done that in numerous places.
Because you don't have to use your teeth.
So I had some inside intel that Biden, who went from Tampa International to UT, he gave a speech, and all the presidents do this. After you deliver the State of the Union address, this goes back to when, as far back as I can remember, the presidents then hit the road in the days after to sell the crap that they were pushing in their State of the Union address. Democrat, Republican, whatever, they hit the road. So second stop for Biden after the State of the Union was Tampa. He did Wisconsin the day before on Wednesday, came to Tampa yesterday, and I had great intel that he wanted to stop for ice cream to get that public relations photo op. Oh, look, Biden's ordering a waffle cone with 2 scoops, and he's taking the money out of his own pocket and paying for it. And, the little small talk with the person that scooped his ice cream. Well, now I knew this was the plan. They wanted to stop for ice cream. And I even knew where they were going to stop.
Did they stop?
They did not.
Where were they going to stop?
I'm going to tell you right now. It was called off at the last minute, I guess, to keep on schedule, because the public schedule for Biden yesterday had Air Force One wheels up out of Tampa International at 16:10, which is 4:10 p.m.
Right.
So I guess they wanted to keep on schedule because they left pretty close to that. I think like 4, 5, 6 minutes late. They were going to stop at Oddfellows Ice Cream on Village Circle in Hyde Park.
I like that place.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking? I've never been there.
They've got, I feel like they have like some of those crazy flavors, like potato chip.
I feel like they have.
Because I eat ice cream in Hyde Park a lot, and I just forget which one. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, if anyone that works at Oddfellows Ice Cream in Hyde Park, Festa, bring up their webpage and give them a call. They don't open till 11, but they could be making ice cream in the back. Do they make ice cream on the premises there? Do they make it actually in the store?
I didn't ask them that. I just bought it.
Is Oddfellows like a franchise?
It is.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one I've been to.
Yeah, there are some up, I think, in Rochester or Buffalo or something. Anyway, no, go. All right, is that the phone number?
I'm still looking.
No, it was just there.
Okay, let me go back.
It was just, I just saw that. There it is. Stop right there. All right, I'm going to dial them up. And maybe they're making ice cream.
It says they open at 11.
Hey, can you do me a favor, Andrew? Can you play that little noise to Max, our engineer? Whenever I bring it up, I get this squeaking, chirping noise on the phone. All right, so let me dial right there. Oh, God, what is that? I want to burn this studio to the ground. 443. What is that? I got it. All right, calling Oddfellows. Fester, pick up line 1 and see if they answer, because I want to know if Oddfellows, if they were told that the president might be coming by for ice cream. And it didn't happen. But if you work at Oddfellows, or maybe you own the local franchise or whatever, give us a call, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047.
Mailbox is jammed up. They're not there, and they're not taking messages.
Oh, what did it say?
This mailbox is not currently taking
Hold
messages.
On. Did it say it's Oddfellows?
Nope, it didn't go to.
Didn't even say that.
So, yeah, I'm looking at their flavors.
Can you hang up the phone now? Thank you. Why can't you operate the phone?
I don't know.
What is wrong?
Hold on.
Leave it alone.
I just hung it up.
Dude, you're unbelievable. You can't even operate a phone.
Listen.
So if you work at Oddfellows, or maybe you work nearby and you heard the same thing, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. But Biden was supposed to stop. After UT, they wanted to stop at this Oddfellows ice cream in Hyde Park for him to get an ice cream cone and do a cutesy photo op.
So would that have meant the Secret Service had to sweep it just in case?
No, because that's called an OTR. I think the Secret Service calls that an OTR, which is means off the route.
Oh, if it's planned.
Yeah, so everything is planned. So they do sweeps and security for when things are planned in advance. But when something spontaneous happens with the president, the Secret Service calls it an OTR, I believe, an off the route. And that the ice cream stop was going to be an off the route. But they never made it because they were running late, I guess. So Oddfellows ice cream, Village Circle, Hyde Park. You did not get Biden in your place yesterday, although it was very, very close to happening.
That'd be cool, man.
Yeah.
And also I knew this on my afternoon show. I knew this yesterday, hours before it would have happened if it did. And I didn't mention it because that would be a security breach. I'm a responsible broadcaster. I'll talk about it after the fact, but I just wasn't going to mention it before the fact because that would be, I think, a security issue. So I did not.
I got to say, I don't care who the president is. I think it's cool that he's in town. I think it's cool to see Air Force One at our airport. So I'm glad he had a good trip, I guess.
One time I saw Air Force One at the Vegas airport and it shut down. They get first priority, so my flight was delayed.
Yeah, they'll close down air traffic and they'll delay flights in and out, that whole deal.
Was traffic a mess on Kennedy Boulevard as the beast rolled down?
Yeah, because they put them on the interstate.
Did they?
They put them on 275. They closed. They had Highway Patrol, TPD, Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. They had federal agents all over the place. Yeah, traffic was a mess in certain places for spurts yesterday while Biden was moving around. Now I want to move along here, and I want you to tell me what the hell is wrong with what I'm about to tell you. I got the notification that my Verizon cell bill for the month was ready. And it populates on my phone. It's just a message, and I drag it down. I see that my phone bill is more than it should be because my phone bill is pretty fixed, and it's the same thing every month. And there were two things, it turns out, on my bill. And one I knew about, so I was watching to see if I was going to get whacked for the $10. But then there was another, nearly $5 charge. I'm like, what the heck is this? So I call up Verizon yesterday, Verizon Wireless, and I like Verizon. I'm a satisfied Verizon Wireless customer. I have been, I was an Alltel customer from the mid-'90s, and then Verizon bought Alltel. So listen, I've got the same cell number since 1995, for crying out loud. And I get the notification. I'm like, all right, so one of these is going to be the $10 charge. I'll get that removed. But then there were additional charges. I'm like, what is going on here? So I called Verizon yesterday, the billing department, and they want you to use their whole text thing. They want you to deal with some AI computer. And I'm like, screw that. Give me an agent. We're going to send you a text so you can communicate with a computer.
I am Verizon robot.
Right.
I want to speak to a person. So I get the person on the line. And I said, I got a couple of things on here. I know that one is the travel pass for $10. And you know what happened? Travel pass is when we travel internationally, and we do the $10 a day deal for unlimited phone calls and data and all that crap. Well, Chloe flying back to St. Andrews, flying back to Edinburgh in Scotland, she has her Scotland UK SIM card for her iPhone. She's still up at 30,000 feet flying over, and I guess her phone hooked up with a cell tower below.
Oh, wow.
And it pinged her Verizon phone, and boom, welcome to Travel Pass. So she's still up because she had not yet opened up her little door with a paper clip, to put in her international SIM and take out her local Verizon Florida SIM card. So they were cool about that. I'm like, oh, yeah, we can see there was no data used. I'm like, yeah, it pinged her at 30,000 feet. Boom. So $10 off. Then I'm like, okay, what's the other, $5 here? Oh, you called 411 directory assistance.
It's $5 for 411. You called 411. Who the hell calls 411?
Exactly. All right. So I said, ma'am, I have not called 411 in 25 years. All right.
I almost forgot until you said it.
411 is what you used to call for directory assistance.
You just said 411. It's been out of my mind. I've forgotten about it.
I have not called 411 in decades. Yes, Andrew.
I think you did on the air one day to try it out.
You know what?
I don't think so.
You know what, Andrew? That might be familiar. We were talking about does it even still exist? And you might have picked up your phone and dialed 411 during the show.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
Andrew, you know what? That does sound familiar.
Andrew, are you? I don't remember that. Did I really? I don't think I followed through.
Well, it takes a nanosecond to connect, and you get charged.
But I didn't.
Or maybe we waited. Well, we put it on speaker, and we said what because it was automated.
Well, I'll tell you what the date was. The date was January 11th at 9:04 a.m. And 9:04 a.m., we're in the middle of a segment.
You know what? That makes perfect sense.
Andrew, are you like hallucinating here or what?
You called 411.
How do you know?
Because 50 texters just told
Are you serious?
Yes.
All right, so
I mean, blah, 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 blah. Here they come. He called. He definitely did. Yes, he did. LOL, he did.
Okay.
He did.
I can find our YouTube feed of that day.
Oh, my
And I bet you I can isolate it in 20 minutes.
Holy, I can isolate it before Sunday.
Well, I mean, I have to scroll through
Hold on, Andrew.
I have it written down on my sheet. 411 service going away.
Oh, my God. On January 11th, Andrew keeps track of all of our content. Do you write down everything we do?
Most of it.
You really are people calling in there? Oh, my. Every line is ringing. All right, go to the phones. 800-990-1047. People are calling in now. All right, listen, then I stand corrected.
26 messages you called.
What day?
You have 26 text messages on our text screen?
27, 28, 29.
Okay,
Oh,
I
my
believe you.
God. All right.
Did you say it was January 11th?
It was January 11th, and the timestamp is 9:04 a.m. So when I threw a hissy fit and said I haven't called 411 in 25 years, I guess I called it like just a month ago. A month ago tomorrow. Oh, man, but I don't think we got anyone, did we?
I think it was an automated message.
But it was a $4.50 charge. What? What? All right, look at the phones. Oh, my God. Hi, good morning. Who's this? Line one. Hello, who's this?
Oh, hey. Yeah, this is Travis from Arcadia.
Hey, Travis.
I can definitely confirm you guys called 411.
Yeah, apparently we were talking about how 411 was like going away and it wasn't going to be available anymore. And you know what? Now, I think Fester might have found it.
Yeah, I also called. I'm with T-Mobile. I got curious and tried it myself, and I got pegged with the $5 as well.
So you got charged $5?
Yeah.
It's so T-Mobile is $5. So come on, is that ridiculous? I called 411 just to see if it would connect on. I didn't even know if it was still available on Verizon, and it's like $4.90, $4.50, whatever it is. That is a ridiculous charge.
All right. So do you want to hear you calling it?
Oh my God.
Google that for you, basically.
All right. Well, I stand corrected. Thank you, Travis. Thanks for calling in. What do you want, Andrew? You're raising your hand.
Verizon Wireless 411 search. This call may be monitored.
Oh, my God. Is this the actual thing? I roll it back a little further. Roll it back just like 10 seconds. All right, hang on a sec. I'll do it again.
I never heard that.
Either have I. Hold on. Let me put this back on.
Verizon Wireless 411 search.
Ooh.
This call may be monitored or recorded.
Oh, I guess I'm busted.
City and state, please.
Okay, so it's automated.
Paducah, Kentucky. Oh, I remember this now.
I'm sorry. I didn't get that. For what city and state?
Paducah, Kentucky.
All right.
Hello?
One moment, for an operator.
Oh, all right.
MJ, can I ask you a question? Are you tuned in to 104.7?
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay. I mean, are you paying attention to this show? Are you paying attention to the words coming out of your mouth?
This is a lot of real estate we cover. All right?
I'm sorry. We do so much crap. I forgot that I called 411 on my phone to see if it was still connected. I'm sorry.
Because we were talking about 411 going away, and you might have been the last person to call.
And then I get billed nearly $5 for that little crappy bit.
What has happened in the past month that you have amnesia from this?
I remember 99%. Okay, I was clunked over the head.
We do.
With a safe like in a cartoon.
4 hours of original show every day? If you forgot one segment?
I was clunked over the head like with an anvil. And I got that big giant lump that looks like a penis that came out of my head. All right.
It does.
All right, let me take a break. Hang on a minute. When we get... quickly, Super Bowl egg... hang up the phone. Line 2? I didn't grab line 2. Hi, good morning. It's MJ. Who's this?
Hi, this is Debbie. How are you? Good
Debbie,
morning, guys.
hey, say it again.
I said, this is Debbie from Newport Richie. How are you guys?
Oh, we are fantastic. Thank you. Are you calling to also say that I called 411 on the air?
Yes, I have to back Andrew up. Yes, you did.
Well, we heard the recording, so yeah, it happened. I forgot. All right.
I listen every morning. You guys just make my morning.
Well, thank you. Hey, you know what? I think I can still wiggle out of the charge because it didn't work. I'm yelling at the thing, Paducah, Kentucky. How much more clear could I be?
I think it's ridiculous. The charge is almost $5.
Yeah, it's insane. All right, listen, have a great weekend, all right?
All right, you too. I'm glad Fester's back and he's feeling better,
Yeah,
too.
Fester feels great.
Did you hear the devastating Froggy news today?
Yeah, Froggy's leaving the show.
He's what?
Froggy's leaving the show. He quit via text last night.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I mentioned this at 7:30. Oh, did you also miss?
I wasn't on at 7:30.
Did you miss the Super Bowl egg test as well?
Yes, I didn't get up. I slept in a little bit.
So you didn't hear who's going to win the Super Bowl via the annual MJ Morning Show Super Bowl egg test?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, listen, I got the noise right here. Listen to this. This is the actual noise of one of the eggs exploding.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! Oh!
That was it right there. 7:50 this morning.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! Oh!
The egg that blew up was the Kansas City Chiefs, and definitively the Philadelphia Eagles, according to the egg test, will win the Super Bowl on Sunday.
Well, good for them. I don't watch football.
Debbie, you've really missed a hell of a show today. You got to go back and listen to the podcast or watch it on MJTV.
I'll get on there later. I'm actually going somewhere right now that I'm off today, so I can sit down and listen to you guys.
Yeah, listen to the whole show will be podcast by 11 o'clock this morning, all platforms. You just search for MJ Morning Show on Q105 and then find the day like today, or you can go back and watch the whole thing on MJTV at MJMorningshow.com. Have a great weekend.
Okay, you guys too. Bye.
Bye.
Smell you later.
All right, we got a lot of ground to cover. I'm looking at the crap we haven't gotten to yet. When we get back, there is a very, very highly used and well-known cleaning product that's being recalled. I think, is this the second round of this, or is this a whole different product?
I think it's the second time that this brand has been involved in something.
All right, so we have an update on that. And, teenagers, apparently the senior citizens are beating your butts on this. We got a teenagers versus senior citizens deal, and that's coming up in a minute. And so much more I can't even mention. So we got a long chunk of the show next here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Stand by. At the MJ Morning Show, MJ and the crew here. What a busy day this has been. If you didn't hear the breaking news earlier today, the breaking news: the Super Bowl winner has been predicted. This is the NFL and the Super Bowl on the MJ Morning Show. Yeah, earlier today at around 7:50, the Super Bowl egg test was performed, and that's the noise right there. That was the explosion of the Kansas City Chiefs egg. And here's our reaction.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! Oh!
And there it is. The Kansas City.
City.
Let me, all right.
You said, first of all, hold on. You said chitty, like chitty, chitty, bang, bang.
I just dumped that.
You said Kansas chitty.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, you said Kansas City.
Yeah, I might have made my city sound more like Sean Connery.
You're such a professional broadcaster.
You know, Sean Connery would say, and I'm going to watch the Super Bowl, and it's the Kansas Chiefs.
All right.
I just if you heard the audio jump on 104.7, I dumped myself because I thought I might have said
it didn't sound like that. It was chitty, like chitty,
bang,
All
bang.
right. So
if you didn't hear earlier, the Kansas City Chiefs egg exploded. The Philadelphia Eagles egg remained intact. And Fester, that means
the Eagles are going to win.
Super Bowl egg test, I don't think has ever been wrong. Except maybe last year. But the Super Bowl egg test, and maybe 5 other times. But the Super Bowl egg test is very, 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 very accurate. When you look at, we've been doing the thing since 1995, I think. I mean, a long, long thing. It goes back to, I think it was the second year of the MJ and BJ show.
That's cool.
Because we started, I think, after the Super Bowl in 94, and the first Super Bowl egg test was 95.
Hey, if anybody wants the microwave, I'm just going to throw it out. If you want a perfectly good microwave,
put it in the parking lot.
You know
what? Seriously, you know what? Do it now. Oh, Andrew, take the microwave and put it in a parking space. Seriously, go grab the microwave.
I don't want to put it in somebody's going to swing in the parking spot and just hit it.
You're not going to run it over. Andrew, no, seriously, here's what I want to do. I want to put, and then we need to monitor it and see if somebody comes and takes it.
Who's going to monitor it? It's a $69 microwave I bought 3 years ago.
We need more staff in here because I want to like put the microwave in the parking lot, see how quickly somebody will come and get it, like a listener that'll come to the office park. Look, and I want to have like somebody hidden in the bushes, like videoing somebody taking the splattered microwave.
If you want the microwave, just send me a text. Froggy's not here to give you my number, but it's 813-310-8444. and listen, if you're anywhere near the radio station here, near the Gandy area of St. Petersburg, I'll give you the microwave. It's covered in egg. You have to clean it up, but it's perfectly good.
Use some Fabuloso.
Ooh.
Oh, you threw it on the ground in the hallway.
It's one drop. One drop.
Probably has a radiation leak now.
Probably.
Yeah.
You're going to irradiate your family.
If there's any scrappers out there who wants a microwave, just send me a message.
You're going to give birth to a kid with an extra eyeball in the forehead.
Hey, MJ, I didn't mean to distract you from Fabuloso, but I did get a message from a pregnant woman who is open to talking about names.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I got that message too.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I sent her a text back, and I'm trying to get more information.
Is it
Kelly? I don't. Yeah, Katie. I got Katie from Tampa.
If you missed what happened earlier, I was just kind of riffing on something, and I thought about this for a while. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna throw this out there. I mentioned in the 7 o'clock hour, I don't know, 7:30, 7:40 this morning.
Yeah, it's 7:45. She sent me a text.
7:45. And it's like I'm pregnant and due May 4th. Fester, I just got to work and just now responding for 1,000, maybe not 500. It's a possibility. This is what I rolled out. I said with all of the crazy pharmaceutical names, all these crazy drugs that you see advertised on TV, like Skyrizi, Ozempic, Biktarvy, and I said, I got a great idea. If a listener wants to name their newborn with one of the crazy prescription drug names, and I'm talking about verified, certified, birth certificate proof, first name, if you'll name your kid Skyrizi, Ozempic, Biktarvy, Cabenuva, Prevnar, Vraylar, Dupixent, Ribelsis, Rinvoq, Trulicity, Jardiance, Tremfya, Eliquis.
Are you hitting a hammer after you say each one? What are you doing?
I'm emphasizing by slamming my hand.
I'm about to say, what are you doing?
Zeljans. What was the one that Cyndi Lauper takes that you brought up?
Oh, so I pull it back up.
Cosentyx.
Yeah,
Cosentyx
right.
for psoriasis.
If you want to name your kid one of these crazy drug names, I floated maybe paying a listener like $500 or $1,000. So we get a text from Katie, and Katie says I would consider it for 1,000, not 500. Let me dial her up. Hold on a minute. Again, this is another MJ Morning Show bit that's going to be copied by morning shows all over the country. Well, maybe not, but, all right, hang on a minute. Let me dial her up.
Certainly pharmaceutical companies all over the country. Now, she says she's at work. Hopefully she can pick up the phone for a second. Her name is Katie.
I see that. So we're calling Katie up now. All right, Fester, pick up line 1 and see if Katie is in a spot where she can just talk on the air for a minute. But she says that she might be interested in taking me up on the offer to name the kid. And like, what name would she pick out of the ones I listed? I like Sky Rizzy.
That's a good name.
Sky Rizzy.
I see that person as a future DJ.
It's going to a voicemail. I'll set her up for Monday.
All right, let's talk to her Monday.
All right.
At least we got one segment for Monday.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, and little housekeeping here, MJ. I'm on our Facebook page.
Right.
Read this in the corner, this little congratulations from Facebook.
Congratulations. One of your Facebook posts reached 1 million people for the first time ever.
Would you care to guess which post?
Oh, Roxanne's butt wiggle scratch video.
Yep.
Oh, but I do. Okay, so it was how many views it had?
No, the views are like.
Wait a second.
The views are like 13 million now or something.
13 million views.
Well, wait a second. That doesn't make sense because if you look at the insights on Facebook, here's the deal. Let me just explain. Fester noticed back in September that Roxanne was like massaging her butt and she was wiggling it and her butt was jiggling inside this like tight gray dress she was wearing. I'm sorry, a tight is that gray or tan?
It's gray.
Oh, it is gray. So
yeah, the lighting makes it look tan.
So Roxanne is just like doing a butt massage and her whole thigh and butt, and she shows a big chunk of leg down the slit in her skirt. And Fester takes this creepy voyeuristic video, puts it up on our Facebook page. Next thing we know, it had, like 6 million views? But why is Facebook congratulating us for 1 million when the insights show like 13 million people reached?
Mark's just getting around to returning our message.
Oh, my God. Mark who?
Zuckerberg.
Oh, Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm glad you clarified that because I didn't realize it was a joke. I was like, oh, who's Mark? Who's this?
We're on a first name basis.
This moderator.
I feel creeped out watching this thing. I'm watching you jiggle your ass over here.
It's me, and I feel creeped out too.
Yeah, so do the other 13 million people.
But it is
watching it.
Did we ever post this on our Instagram? Can you also put this on the MJ Morning Show Instagram? Or
I don't think it's going to do as well as it did here. Let's just call it a win and leave it.
This is crazy, though. Bring up the insights again, because I saw like 13 million. I don't know how the analytics work.
I don't know either.
Well, how'd you just bring up those numbers? You just clicked on something. You don't even know how to get back there.
I don't.
You know what's weird?
What?
The 13 million number you saw, that number was only 5.7 million like a month ago. It just goes to show you like the rich get richer on here. Like one post that does really well
look at
goes
this.
from 5 mil to 13 mil.
If we would have monetized this, we would have made $14. No, I'm serious. Look at this. We would have made $14, I think.
All
right. So congratulations to Roxanne's left butt cheek.
I know. It's not even to me because I'm not in it.
The biggest thing ever on the MJ Morning Show is Roxanne's butt cheek.
Yeah, my right butt cheek.
That's fantastic. Hey, so was it Fabuloso? Did we mention that like a month ago that there was a recall?
Yes.
Because there's another round of it then. A recall on Fabuloso. And, that's what we talked about this because we're like, how can a cleaner have a bacterial problem? Wouldn't the actual cleaning fluid clean the bacteria? So how is there bacteria inside a Fabuloso?
1 or 2 drops of some kind of bleach-like solution. Wouldn't that kill it all?
Yeah, recalled bottles of Fabuloso could contain bacteria that can cause serious infections to certain vulnerable populations. Millions of people use Fabuloso, and of course it comes in delicious-looking colors that you want to drink this stuff up, like some of the
Kool-Aid.
some of the Gatorade flavors. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What's that other beverage? That other
Powerade?
Powerade. Yeah, it looks like Powerade.
Now, here's why the story's coming back around, because it reads, on February 8th, Colgate-Palmolive issued a voluntary recall on about 4.9 million bottles of Fabuloso, multi-purpose cleaner in the U.S., about 56,000 bottles in Canada. Company cited a risk of bacteria growth because a preservative was not added at the intended levels during manufacturing. So we mentioned this. It had to be way back in, early January?
Yeah, it sounds like a month ago, maybe before Christmas. I don't know.
We talked about this already, but so I thought it was already being recalled, because this says that a recall was just issued on the 8th of February, which was just 2 days ago. So what's going on here? Anyway, a bunch of Fabuloso. The lavender scent, the refreshing lemon scent, the passion of fruit scent.
So last year, Pine Sol was recalled.
The burrata salad scent.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
That's mine, yeah.
Yep.
Last year, there's a big Pine Sol recall. I don't know if we're confusing Fabuloso and Pine Sol.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
I don't know.
When there was a Pine...
Yeah, we did talk about that. I remember that.
Okay, wait a minute. So maybe we talked about the Pine Sol recall, and now the Fabuloso is a whole new deal?
This is a new thing. Yeah, the Pine Sol thing. I remember that because I pay attention to this show.
I'm sorry if I can't keep my household cleaner straight. But then, did you notice that Pine Sol, they started coloring their Pine Sols like Fabuloso?
Remember they used to be like that amber color?
Pine Sol was just like yellowish amber, it was like pea.
Yeah.
It was like pea colored. And then now Pine Sol, if you go to the store, they've got like blue Pine Sol now. They've got like the purple Pine Sol. It's like they're copycats of Fabuloso.
They are. They should have done bright colors, but like different bright colors.
I still have a big issue with, who cares if you're missing a preservative? How does a cleaner that's supposed to kill bacteria, how does it grow bacteria inside? It ought to be just inherently a bacteria repellent.
And especially if they claim that they kill like 99.9%, then it's like, oh, what are the odds that 0.1% bacteria snuck its way in there?
Florida State Fair, who's going? Just opened up, on Thursday?
I want to go. I haven't been in a couple of years, and I always enjoy the fair for a couple of minutes.
I don't think I've ever been to the Florida State Fair.
You know what? If you go on an off time...
I've lived here since 1994. A couple of years, we were back and forth. But I've lived here for a long time. I don't think I've ever been. I've been to the Plant City Strawberry Festival.
Yep. Florida State Fair has a great fair.
I don't think I've ever been to the Florida State Fair, ever.
Now, there's plenty of rides and, of course, the wonderful food, but there's also a lot of livestock.
There's one food item this year that really is kind of capturing my attention, and this might be the year that I go, because, every year they lay out all the different new foods, all the crazy concoctions.
Right.
And it sounds like it's mostly for, like, PR purposes, to... just get people to talk about their stuff. But this year at the Florida State Fair, they are offering up, one of the vendors has deep fried flip-flop with powdered sugar and yam gravy.
Huh? What is the base of the flip? What is the flip-flop?
You're mocking fair
people. It's an actual flip-flop. It's an actual...
I know, but what kind of meat?
It's
rubber.
It's a Walgreens rubber flip-flop.
Is it a chicken flip-flop?
No, it's a flip-flop. It's an actual rubber flip-flop that you buy at Walgreens, okay?
Just let his joke die on the vine.
And they dip it in a batter, then they deep fry it, then they sprinkle all kinds of powdered sugar on top, and then they drizzle a yam gravy.
I thought you were going to be excited about going to the State Fair this year. I was like, hey, let's all go together. I'd be happy to go to the State Fair with you and sample a couple of things.
I want the deep fried flip-flop.
You suck.
What?
You should make it to the State Fair. First of all, it's a good time. I mean, I got to admit, you go on a Friday or Saturday, it's going to be crazy packed. So if you go on an off day, it's like for 14 or 16 days or something, right?
Did you see the image of Chad Chronister, the sheriff of Hillsborough County?
Yeah.
Did you see him lined up on the water squirting game? You know where you got to squirt the water into the mouth of the clown to make the balloon rise? I thought I saw an image of Chad Chronister, sheriff of Hillsborough County, and other deputies lined up. So I wonder, and listen, that's important. Can you get the water right into the clown's mouth from the beginning? Because that would obviously be a test of accuracy, right?
I mean, you don't want to be a law enforcement officer and come in fifth.
No.
You want to be sure you're doing good.
Did you find that?
I saw them post pictures on their Facebook page. A bunch of officers were out there yesterday.
I think it's on the Hillsborough County Facebook.
I'll find it.
Yeah, the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. We got to call Sheriff Chronister up and see how he did. Yeah, I thought I saw it somewhere.
Easy. Yeah, it's up.
All right.
I'll find it.
Anyway, the Hillsborough County Florida State Fair ought to be a lot of fun.
There he is.
And there we go.
It's like a little Uzi water spinner.
It is, with the balloon thing. I think you ought to pull out the Glock and just shoot it at the cloud is what I think.
It's like 5 uniformed officers. Whoever comes in last, you're fired.
That's what I think ought to happen here. All right. We have a wedding coming up on this show on Tuesday. Very excited about this. On Tuesday, we've got 2 listeners that will get married on the show. And, Fester, did I hand you the information for the judge?
Yeah, I have the judge's number. I sent the judge a text yesterday. I'm yet to connect with her. So I'm going to arrange the judge. This weekend, I got to get a hold of, Barry? What's his name?
It's Barry and Lisa Marie. So Barry and Lisa Marie are going to get married on this show. And that's going to happen on Tuesday morning live. And then Judge, was it Vandenberg? Was that right?
Not Berg.
Hang on. I should know this.
You had the sheet earlier.
Yeah, it's my studio's a mess in here. I get crap all over the place.
But she called us yesterday and said she'd come down, which is awesome.
Yeah, what do I do with that? Hang on a minute.
Uh-oh, where'd it go?
I don't know. Oh, here it is. I got it. Valkenburg. No, it is Berg. Yeah, it's Judge. I said Vandenberg.
Yeah, Vandenberg's the airport.
Yeah, Judge Valkenburg from Hillsborough County is going to come down and actually perform the wedding ceremony. We're going to have 2 listeners married on the air at 8 o'clock on Valentine's Day morning, right here on the MJ Morning Show. But we got to make sure he does not do a backflip, because have you seen the little wedding stunts? Have you seen where the groom will do a backflip in midair? Just through personal kinetics, will jump and do a back. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've seen that. Show offs. I mean, I like it. I'm impressed.
I'm not talking about using a springboard. I mean, the people that can actually jump in the air and do a somersault backflip.
That really impresses Roxanne. That presses her hot button.
I love it. If I could do that, if I had that skill, I'd be doing it all the time.
Well, we got to make sure that Barry doesn't attempt this, because I got a terrible story. A husband tried this at the wedding, hit his head, and caused a traumatic brain injury.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, can you imagine that? You're trying to do a stunt at a wedding, you end up getting hauled off by 911 by ambulances.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Kelsey Minat and her husband Mike, they eloped. 2 weeks later, they were having their wedding reception, but then Mike was rushed to the hospital as he tried to do a backflip. This is just back in September.
That's awful.
And didn't complete the backflip, landed on his head, huge neck and head injury. Whole wedding reception's ruined.
Is he paralyzed or anything? Or
they had to remove his head.
Oh, poor guy.
No, but Mike attempted this party trick, which is the backflip on the dance floor. And he typically knows how to land it, but guess what? If something's going to go wrong, it's going to go wrong at your wedding, right? And he didn't land it. He slipped on the floor because there were drinks spilled, apparently. And he was wearing dress shoes. There was no traction. And this guy, wow, he had an emergency craniectomy because his brain was swelling inside his head.
Oh, he don't look right.
He was in a coma for a month out in Denver. And I guess they had to start a GoFundMe account. I mean, now the guy...
This guy's in a wheelchair.
It looks like he's drooling.
Yeah, he has issues, man.
Poor thing.
I mean, it's awful. So Let's make sure that Barry doesn't attempt a backflip.
Or at least give me a heads up and I'll put some wrestling mats down or something.
No, heads up is what you're looking for.
Oh,
You're looking for heads up. You don't want heads down.
Oh, this poor
That's the
guy.
problem. That's why the guy's like in a wheelchair now. It's terrible.
Heartbreaking.
It's awful story. All right, so I'm looking forward to it. We will have a wedding live on the air, Valentine's Day, 8 o'clock, with a Hillsborough County judge performing the ceremony live on the air. This is fantastic. Right here on the MJ Morning Show. 9:20. Let's take our last break, and I'm going to tell you right now that our final segment is going to be rock solid because I got a lot of crap that I didn't get to, and I hate to leave our A-list material on the table over the weekend. So when we get back, I never got to, I teased it, and we got distracted.
What?
I got to get to the teens are beating seniors are beating the crap out of teens on something. I teased it. I didn't get to. I apologize. I'm sorry. So senior citizens, the winners, teens, the losers. All right. First up, I promise. I meant to do this like first up last segment, but I obviously got buried in my pile. What do you want me to say? It's a very spontaneous show. All right. So we'll get to that when we get back, and then a whole lot more. Final chunk of the MJ. What are you laughing at?
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say?
All right. Back in a minute on the MJ Morning Show at Q105. Plan B. Damn song ended. I guess it is. What is love, 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 love? What you just got a text?
Yeah, I did.
This is interesting. So if you were not listening earlier, you got the MJ Morning Show on Q105, and I rolled out, I think, a new concept here that I will pay a listener or maybe a few listeners if you name your newborn baby, and this would be provable via birth certificate proof. If you name your kid after one of the crazy drugs that are on TV like Skyrizi, if you name your kid Biktarvy, Tremfya, Jardiance, Trulicity, I'm going to pay you. So that's my new concept. Seriously, you got to name your kid Rinvoq.
I like it.
Or Ribelsis, or Vraylar, or Xeljanz. And then Roxanne just got a text from a pharmacist that says...
Steven, the pharmacist in Tampa, says the reason why drugs have such bizarre names is due to the FDA not wanting any more look-alike, sound-alike names for medications. So this limits pharmacists from dispensing the wrong one, as well as doctors prescribing the wrong ones.
Oh, so you can't confuse like Ozempic with Biktarvy.
Right. Okay, so for instance, there's a medication called hydroxyzine and another called hydrolysine.
Yeah.
And these medications are frequently dispensed wrong.
Okay, so you're saying that there's no way that they would confuse like Biktarvy with Diktarvy.
Yeah.
Just the symptoms alone.
What would Diktarvy be for?
I mean,
All right. So I promised I'd get to this first up. I meant to do this half an hour ago, so my apologies. The tease was teens are getting the crap beat out of them by senior citizens on this. Do you know what this happens to be? Anybody? Anybody?
Okay. Wait. Seniors are beating up teenagers.
No, I mean, don't take it literal. It's not a literal deal. On this particular situation, teens are getting beaten out by, senior citizens are beating teens out on this. So teens are getting the short end of the stick on this.
Shuffleboard.
No.
It seems like something older people would do better in.
Teens are, let me phrase it differently.
Bridge.
What?
Bridge. The card game.
It's nothing to do with Marjan or whatever the hell it is. No, here's what's going on. And you would think that the senior citizens would fall for this more often. Teens are falling for more online scams than senior citizens these days.
Oh, so teens are beating seniors in a category.
That's what I'm saying. But
they're losing.
But what I'm saying is that the senior citizens are coming out better now than teens, that teenagers are falling for more of the online rackets. Whereas, you would think that a senior citizen, they'll fall for the bank scam.
No.
They'll fall for the phone call that this is your grandson. I'm in jail in Canada. I need you to Western Union me $8,000 or else I'm going to rot in a Canadian prison.
MJ, those were the original generation of internet elderlies. Those people have long died. Now, this new generation of old farts were in their 40s, 50s, and 60s when the internet first started coming out, and they're pretty hip to it. They know how to spot a scam.
And so now they're in their, mid, late 70s, sometimes 80s at this point?
Internet came out 20 years ago, let's say, and they were 50 then.
A new study shows that the so-called tech-savvy teens are actually falling for more internet rackets and scams at a higher rate than senior citizens are. Listen to this, the money lost by victims under 20 years old grew by 1,125% over the last 5 years compared to only 390% for seniors. Teens lost $8.2 million in the last year of data. Hang on a minute. Teens lost $8.2 million in 2017. The latest data has teens losing $101.4 million last year.
Wow.
That's significant. Look at that. Within 5 years, you have teens losing an additional, $93 million falling for online rackets?
Everything online is new now to these teens who are getting active and getting their, waiting for their social medias. Everything they see is coming at them, and they can't break it apart or decipher it.
Also, I got to believe these numbers are low because, how do they really know what these numbers are? I don't think every teen that gets scammed reports to some scam hotline, right?
Right. And they're so used to doing everything online. They're just comfortable in that realm. And so they take it at face value when it could be a scamalium.
Hey, when you were trying to get pregnant.
Mm-hmm. You want to go there?
Oh, what's the rest of the sentence?
Yeah.
No, because you've talked about you've been on IVF or you've had.
It's not called been
I'm
on.
sorry. You've had IVF. So, right? You had in vitro fertilization, which is IVF.
I did IVF. Yeah.
And this is not. I'm not like broaching any kind of HIPAA. You've talked about it on the air in the past.
I actually love talking about
Right.
it because a lot of people struggle with getting pregnant. So I'd love to share my story.
The reason why I'm bringing this up, because when I think of IVF, I think of you because you've talked about it on the show, because I saw a story that dads that are heavy drinkers, it significantly impacts the likelihood of healthy IVF pregnancy. So was Doug hammered on White Claws?
You know what's funny is he didn't go into White Claws until after we had our children.
White Claws seem like something in the last 2.5, 3 years.
White Claws have only come about since I've started this show.
They were out prior to us coming back.
Doug drinking them.
Their popularity.
What was Doug guzzling back before the White Claws?
Wine, red wine. That's when I always say I lost my drinking partner because I'm a red wine drinker. He used to be, and now he's a White Claw guy or gal. As most
you're soon going to be. You're soon going to be.
It's a college girl's drink, isn't it?
What?
Very close.
White Claw.
White Claw. It is. Doug is drinking a college girly drink. Anyway, a recent study conducted by Texas A&M, good school, found that male alcohol use may significantly impede IVF success rates. Yeah, all kinds of data. Research revealed that even very modest levels of exposure to alcohol had an impact on conception, implantation, and overall IVF pregnancy success rates.
Well, I think in general, you'll hear about women and their eggs, they age and all this stuff, but men's quality of their sperm and reproductive material, I mean, it ages too and is also affected by alcohol, cigarettes, all those kinds of things. That would make sense. So, guys, take care of yourself.
How have the prices of those eggs gone up with the whole egg shortage too?
Yeah. So regular eggs are now on par with those eggs.
If you're undergoing IVF and your husband is just putting them back, man, or your boyfriend or whoever, take a look. Do a Google search on IVF and alcohol, because new research is out from Texas A&M saying if you're spending a fortune on IVF and your husband is getting just blast-ass drunk, you might want to you might want to take a look at this thing. All right.
It's true.
I just made that up. That's a new term.
Blast-ass drunk.
I like that.
It's the first time I've ever heard it. I know exactly what it means.
Well, there we go. Put that in the MJ dictionary. Blast-ass drunk.
Instead of I'm bombed, I'm blast-assed. Yeah, hashtag blast-assed.
No, blast-ass drunk is what it is. Is Britney Spears melting down, or is this just another, weekly fire drill?
So I think it's been a downward spiral for a while, and now there's interventions? Or are they staging one, or do they have one?
And now I guess there's a big concern that she's going to die.
Leave Britney alone!
Oh, my God. Yeah, Britney Spears' family and friends, I guess word is they're planning a new intervention, and they're afraid she's going to die. I mean, this is from TMZ. It's got to be 100% accurate here. Britney Spears has been struggling with her mental health and substance abuse, and now both problems are now dire enough that people closest to her are planning an intervention. As one source in regular contact with Britney told TMZ, I'm afraid she's going to die.
People are concerned about her.
Oops, did it again.
No, she hasn't died before.
I just wanted to say that. Multiple sources with direct knowledge told TMZ people around her have become alarmed by her erratic, volatile behavior. We're told she's taking meds that hype her up. Our sources say she's been flying off the handle with increased regularity and is not taking the medications that stabilize her, like Skyrizi, Ozempic, Biktarvy, Cabenuva, Prevnar, Vraylar, Dupixent, Ribelsis, Rinvoq, Trulicity, Jardiance, Tremfya, Eliquis, Xeljanz, and Cosentyx.
She's on them all.
All right, so are we on like Britney Spears Death Watch again? I hope she doesn't.
I hope not.
I like
Yeah.
Britney Spears. I
like her,
really,
too.
I like Britney. I like you.
I'm rooting for her.
I am, Britney. I'm rooting for you. Come on, Britney. Snap out of it.
I'm staying out of this one.
Come on, Britney. Snap out of this thing. Michael Irvin, we told the story, was it yesterday or the day before? Michael Irvin, something bizarre happened. So, former Dallas Cowboys star Michael Irvin, earlier this week, was yanked from NFL Network Super Bowl coverage and sent home.
Something happened.
Like a fourth grader was sent home. I think mom had to pick him up from the office. So...
I mean, can you just send someone home? I mean, what if he just wanted to stay in town?
Well, the company is paying for his room, and like, listen, you're out. We want you out because you're here because of us.
But something happened allegedly in the hotel where he was staying, and there's some kind of an interaction that happened for like a minute between a woman in the lobby.
It was some kind of confrontation or conversation.
But we don't know what it is, and now this is pretty incredible. We find out yesterday that Michael Irvin has decided not to take the law into his own hands. He's going to take him to court. Now, the litigants are entering the courtroom. Here comes the defendant. It's Michael Irvin, former Cowboy star. He's accusing a woman at a hotel of misconduct and ruining his career. He is suing for $100 million. Did you not hear me? $100 million. I'm trying to get to the spot where it starts ramping up. $100 million. I got there.
Good job.
Yeah.
So,
yesterday, Michael Irvin filed that's a quick damn lawsuit, man. I'll tell you that.
If anything, he's that passionate about nothing happened. He admitted he had a few drinks, but is he suing the woman directly? Is he suing the hotel? Is he suing NFL Network?
Yeah, again, this
would be the hotel, right?
This is TMZ. Michael Irvin has filed a scathing $100 million lawsuit against the woman who accused the NFL legend of misconduct, alleging he's being railroaded with false allegations that are ruining his career.
Yeah, because, he'd had some problems in the past, and now he's back doing well.
The lawsuit was obtained by TMZ Sports, was filed yesterday afternoon, after Irvin says that the hotel where he was staying concocted a plan to turn him into the next victim of cancel culture over something that he says never, ever happened. Where the hell is Doug Llewellyn?
He's still alive. He's like 90 now. He has like a little production company out west.
Rash and thoughtless reactions can have severe consequences. Marriott parent company of Renaissance Hotels apparently did not appreciate these simple truths when, in a rush to judgment, its employees and management inaccurately and inflammatorily accused Mr. Irvin of misconduct to the National Football League, according to the lawsuit.
Was the woman part of the staff at the hotel? It's all stuff we don't know.
Yeah, and okay, so what is her benefit?
What is her benefit?
Yeah, like what does she get by making up a story?
I have no idea. I mean, these are all good questions. What is? We don't even know.
Yeah.
We don't know what the allegation is. Just a crazy story. All right, folks, you know the drill. Super Bowl on Sunday and the Super Bowl egg test earlier this morning. I really need to play the sound effect again, but I don't know how it's going to play over top of the music. And, of course, I can't control the audio.
Shut the music off.
No, I like the music.
I like the music, too, but it's a Super Bowl egg test.
All right.
Shut the music off.
All right, hold on. I got to go back to the music. Hang on. Let me shut the music off. Yeah, see, we can only play one sound effect at a time and control the audio. I'd like to have at least two pots to be able to play a bed and a drop at the same time, but I'm using some, Fisher-Price system here. So, all right, here we go. This is the egg test audio from earlier today.
Oh! Stop it! Stop it! Oh!
And that was the Kansas City Chiefs egg exploding.
Oh! Stop it! Stop it! Oh!
And that determines that the Chiefs lose and the Eagles win Super Bowl 57. Up, here comes the music again. All right, we got to roll. Have a great Super Bowl weekend. If you need to get a hold of me, I'm MJ at MJMorningShow.com. Of course, certified MJ Radio on Instagram. So MJ at MJMorningShow.com. Website's loaded. If you missed any bit of the show today or any of our shows, you can always listen to the podcast. We're fully podcast and posted by 11 a.m. on all major podcast platforms. Just do a search for MJ Morning Show on Q105 Podcast. And, of course, you can watch the video of MJ TV anytime you want at MJMorningShow.com. Folks, have a great Super Bowl weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. The Eagles are supposed to win, according to the egg test. I guess we'll see. And we're either heroes or zeros on Monday morning.
That's usually the case anyway.
On the MJ Morning Show. And folks, on Super Bowl weekend, let's be careful out there.
Download the app now.
Get the Q105 app and listen to us anywhere. Powered by Anna Char and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800.